Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what is up, what is up, what is up, what is up? Hope everybody is doing fantastic. So we streamed the other day, okay? We streamed the other day, and you know, what did we say yesterday, right? We said yesterday that moves were gonna happen after I got off stream, and it did happen. It did happen yesterday. So yeah, so I mean, the Eagles signed, you know, first I saw the first thing was I took a nap like in the afternoon yesterday, and you know, DeVante Parker, interesting, right? It was kind of out of nowhere. You know, DeVante Parker only had like 30 something catches under 400 yards. I don't think he's the same player like he was 6 years ago. Like, I used to be a big DeVante Parker fan a long time ago when he was in Miami. You know, I still think he's really fucking quick. I feel like he's got good contested catching. I still feel like he's still got speed. He still can get separation. You know, as a number 3 role, oh, I don't have DeVante Parker up there. Shit. I thought I must have had it. I must have had it and then it kind of erased or whatever. Let me put his name in there really quick. So I saw that and said, you know what? Like, I don't know what direction they really wanted. I don't know what direction they really wanted to go when it came to receiver. I mean, to me, that was a big question mark. I mean, I don't think Kellen Moore has anything to do with DeVante Parker at this point. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. IDF Natalia said in the chat. And by the way, hello to everybody on a Wednesday. I don't even know what fucking day it is. Well, on this weekday morning, okay. It's Wednesday, I think. So on this Wednesday morning, and I just had breakfast. I feel good. On a third day of free agency. So IDF Natalia says Parker will play outside, and I think Moore will use Smith across the middle more. Yeah, I know they're going to be moving some people around, so maybe he's looking, you know, he's looking for somebody with a big body and, you know, good speed on the outside. I think he still has the quicks. I still think DeVante Parker has it. But so many of these players are going to get so much attention. Now, the Eagles they paid nothing for DeVante Parker. They paid $1.3 million. They didn't really pay that much. So his overall contract for the year is $4.5 million. Okay. The Eagles paid 1.2 of that, and the Patriots paid the rest of it. So you're getting a low risk, high reward move for about 1.2. That's where you're pretty much at right now with DeVante Parker. It was a little surprising. It was a little surprising because I didn't think they were going to sign a receiver. Like, I didn't think he would actually be the choice. Okay. You know, I didn't think he was actually going to be the choice for it. So, interesting enough, you know, we'll see how this looks. I mean, you really don't have good wide receiver depth right now. It's still very early in the process. Austin Watkins. I don't even know who else you have on this roster. I don't even think, what's his face, the track star athlete. I don't even think he might be on a future deal right now. I'm not sure. I got to check the rest of the receivers. Joseph Nagata is back. I know that. There's really not much there. You know, you don't have Quez. You don't have, you know, Zacchaeus. You know what I mean? So you're down to just, you know, AJ Brown, DeVonta Smith, and, you know, DeVante Parker now. So I mean, that's all you got. That's all you got right now. So we'll see what happens in the coming days. So that was interesting. I think Parker as a number 3. You know, what's going on? Oh, hold on, shit. Wait, what's playing in the background? Wait, what? What's happening? All right, we good? You guys hear me, right? Are we good? Hold on. Okay, we're good. All right. I'm making sure we're good. I didn't know if we were good or not. Okay. Sorry. I thought people were saying something was too loud or something was playing in the background or something, because sometimes that happens. So like I said, I'm not a big fan of DeVante Parker coming. Like, I don't mind it. I don't think it's the worst they could have done, but like, yeah, I mean, you're picking up a 30. They really don't want to put money into the position. They found a way to not put money into a wide receiver 3, at least try to get a low risk, high reward type move with it. That's, that's where we're pretty much at. So regarding the cap space for the Philadelphia Eagles, which I definitely want to go over too, because we have an update on that from this morning, and I think with everything going on right now, you're probably gonna be really shocked, really surprised over some of the things that are going on right now. Now regarding the Eagles cap space, so let's go over a few things here. Now, the Eagles cap right now is at $39 million, which is kind of crazy, which is kind of nuts. 39 million. That's all they have. That's I mean, you haven't even done nothing with Reddick yet. You haven't even extended him or traded him to get a big chunk of money back. Like, you can take a lot of money. You can go into next offseason with a lot of money, or you're going to have a good amount of cap under your belt still. I mean, you're close to $40 million still right now, which is insane, okay? These are the cap hits, okay? The top cap hits for 2024, okay? This is quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson's at $63 million. Dak Prescott's at 59.4. Kyler Murray, 51.4. Matthew Stafford, 49.5. Daniel Jones, 47.1. It's no joke. And this is going to blow your mind even more. Let's see. Total cap hits for all 4 Eagles stars for the 24 season. For Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith, and Saquon Barkley, okay? Total cap hits of all 4 Eagles stars for 2024 is $36 million. That's it. $36 million for 4 starters in your offense, your playmakers in your offense. Saquon Barkley's cap hit for this year is only 3.9. Okay, so technically Saquon's contract is it's 3 years, but it's technically a 2-year contract, and the 3rd year is an option. Okay, so the Eagles can get rid of him after 2 years, but at least he can be out after 2 years if we feel like he's just not doing much, whatever. Jalen Hurts' cap number is 13.5. A.J. Brown is 12.4. DeVonta Smith is 6.4. And Saquon Barkley is 3.9. And it gives you a pure example of how he is so good at working with these numbers. This is compared to, that's $36 million for 4 stars in your offense. Okay, even if DeVonta Smith got his extension, it would go up a little bit more, but it still wouldn't even be as high as Dak Prescott cap hit $59.4 million. Daniel Jones' cap hit $47 million. I mean, we still have close to $40 million in free agency right now. Literally. Now, I know it's the 3rd day. I know there's a lot going on. The Eagles, there has been some guys, so there were some tweets late yesterday. Okay. Late yesterday. Okay. I think the Eagles, all right, so hold on. We'll wait. So Daniel Jeremiah on NFL Network just said, and this was late in the afternoon yesterday. Daniel Jeremiah on NFL Network just said that Howie could look to make a trade for someone in the secondary, and he would look for that to be the next move. And Daniel Jeremiah said, Patrick Surtain, Asante Samuel, Buda Baker. Okay? Now, Josina Anderson put out some news the other day, which was really interesting. Okay, this was yesterday at 7:34 p.m. that Josina Anderson put this out. She said Eagles are still in the market on the hunt for a linebacker, one way or another, per league sources. Okay? So we're looking for a trade for somebody in the secondary, a trade for a linebacker. The Josh Sweat trade still has to happen. What's going on with HaasonReddick for even more cap space at this point? I mean, guys, the Eagles with the movement of whether they trade or extend HaasonReddick, okay, the Eagles can have over $50 million in cap. I mean, it's insane right now. It's absolutely insane. That's just good cap management. It's brilliant cap management. Now, the Titans are a team that was interesting because I know the Titans had a lot of interest in Chauncey the other day. The Titans have been looking for a safety. They had a lot of interest in safety. They lost out on Chauncey. They had interest in Chauncey. They have interest in Justin Simmons. It doesn't seem like that's moving too much as of right now. I know the Bills have agreed. So Matt Collins signed with the Bills. It looks like that's the new news right now. Now Jerome Baker, finally some news on Jerome Baker, the Miami Dolphin linebacker. Okay, he is scheduled to visit the Titans on Thursday. So kind of sucks because I had a lot of interest in Jerome Baker. A lot of interest. At least was very successful. Vic Fangio, really good coverage linebacker, great tackler, just fantastic for the scheme. He's visiting the Titans. Okay. Let's see. Ravens former All-Pro left tackle Ronnie Stanley has agreed to rework his contract. I'm trying to see right now. Okay. Justin Simmons seems like that might be where they might go in a trade today. They might go Justin Simmons signing. They might go a trade for somebody in the secondary. So we'll see. There's a lot going on. So, I mean, I think a lot can still happen. I mean, not saying like you don't have to spend all your cap, but like there's, look, Howie is going to look for specific players right now that are taking up too much cap space for other teams that they, try to get rid of. Okay. He's going to look for a specific player, whether it's a guy in the secondary. And look, I know a lot of people were saying cornerback. It could be. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. I didn't think they would sign DeVante Parker, but they did. You know what I mean? So they could, do they want to pay a corner after this year instead of 4 or 5 years down the road? I don't know. I mean, the rest of this week should really show. After this week should really show where they're really going with this, at least towards the draft, where everything is kind of designating towards, regarding some things. So it's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. So sorry, I had to go on a little rant because that was just a lot of news I had to get off my chest. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna have some trades. We're gonna have some stuff is gonna go on as of right now. So. Lot still can happen. We have 829 in the chat right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Or like the stream. Sorry. Let's get the likes up like crazy. Another crazy day today. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Yo, King DV Sports, what's going on, man? He said, what's good, Joey? Do you believe we go in the draft for a linebacker or get a 1-year rental again if we get Justin Simmons? I don't know which way they're going to go. I think there's a couple things that they could do right now. Okay. If they get Simmons, because I never thought they were going to draft a safety high anyway. I didn't think they were going to do that this year regardless. If Howie was going to change his philosophy and draft a linebacker in the first round, I mean, it would shock me. I want to see the rest of this week to see what they do. Regarding, who they're trading for, the Josh Sweat trade, what they get back for him. I think all of that really, if they add more draft compensation, we'll see what happens. Adding Justin Simmons, you're adding another hybrid type player. Chauncey's another hybrid type player, which is great. Sidney Brown is out for a few months. Could be back sooner. Who knows? But I don't know if they'll go that route. I don't know if they'll go the linebacker route in the first. It's really hard for me, but they've already done some different things that, they've really changed their philosophy so far in this free agency. I mean, they're getting younger. They got a player back in Chauncey Gardner-Johnson that should have never left. They paid a running back $12 million a year, which, I mean, at the end of the day, they could have signed Swift easily. They could have paid him $9 to $10 million. That would have been the easiest thing to do, and they didn't. They went a totally different direction. So linebacker is interesting. Honestly, if I really have my sights set right now, that would fit the scheme, depending on what they do in the first round. I mean, who knows, man? Edgar Cooper's there. Dallas Turner. I mean, I don't know. It could be any of those guys. You know what I mean? Do the Eagles have to move up? Do they have a better chance to get a linebacker at 22 and not move up in this draft? I mean, I think they're going to move up regardless, and I think they should move up again. To be honest with you, they have enough draft capital right now to move up in the first round again. So we'll see what happens. There will definitely be a trade back type team, in the first round, and we'll see what happens. Appreciate the super chat, King DV. And if you guys haven't subscribed to King DV, he is an Eagles content creator. So just type in his name. You can put your link down, King DV, if you want. Put your link in the chat as well, so everybody can check out your channel and stuff. Definitely subscribe if you guys haven't. Covers the Eagles every day and does a good job. So awesome, man. Let's see here. Ask Guy, we're definitely keep an eye on Justin Simmons. That is a player I think is really heating up. I think so too. I think, not saying it's like, oh, we're definitely, I feel like he's coming. I feel like it's happening. I feel like it's definitely going to happen today. I feel like that's the next move. And to be honest with you, like, I know the Titans are interested. Okay. They were interested in Chauncey. They didn't get him. Justin Simmons, I don't think wants to play for anybody else but Vic Fangio. Now, this past Pro Bowl, at the Pro Bowl, Justin Simmons was there and said some really good things about, wanting to play for Fangio again. So if you check some of those interviews out, definitely check it out. I mean, look at Chauncey's contract. 3 years, $27 million, 10 guaranteed. 10 guaranteed. That's it. 10 million guaranteed, 3-year deal. You know what I mean? So a lot of incentives, obviously a lot of incentives to 27 million. So if he plays more than well, he can make more money. So, I mean, you're getting a player that's going into his prime that shouldn't have left last year. So the Eagles are not done, man. The Eagles are definitely not done. You're serious, says, what's good, Joey? What's going on, man? Hope you're having a fantastic day today. The third day of free agency. I was gonna live stream the breaking news on Chauncey last night, but I was so tired yesterday. I didn't even between my normal job and then I streamed and all this other stuff was going on. So I was really shot yesterday. So I decided to make a video on it. I hope you guys checked it out. I was really happy with what was going on. The Chauncey thing, I didn't know it was gonna happen. I honestly didn't. The news was, they were talking about it, NFL Network was talking about it, and then it finally had happened. There's some Eagle fans that didn't like it, and Chauncey apologized on Twitter twice. Like, he apologized for everything that was said, and I'm glad he did that, because the beat writers are going to ask him, like, why did he say this? And it's going to happen. Just wait and see. Junior Wilson, I don't know, but we need something at linebacker. I'm tired of every year linebackers not being able to hold their own. I think there's a plan in motion, dude. I wouldn't worry about it. I think there's a big plan in motion when it comes to linebacker. At this point, I think you're trying to, feel who's out there. Is there a linebacker out there for a specific team that they're not trying to get rid of, but is there someone that's taking too much cap too much on the books for a team that they might move on from after this year. Or, Howie Roseman is looking around the league. It's going to happen. I know Devin White is still out there. I don't know if he's visiting teams or anything's going on with him, but you got to have more than that. I think honestly they should sign a top linebacker, trade for a top linebacker, and go into this draft and draft one high. I mean, that's where it's looking. And if you guys remember the end of the year press conference with Nick and Howie Roseman, remember Howie Roseman was kind of challenged to, what is he going to do at linebacker? He's like, he kind of questioned, said, people, I guess you guys don't think I don't value linebacker, which we know he really hasn't. By the way things have been going, but hopefully that does change. Hey, what's going on, man? Joey, what's up, brother? Hope all is good with you today. I appreciate it, man. Honestly, I think we get Isaiah Simmons today and trade for cornerback, hopefully extend Reddick as well. So Isaiah Simmons is still available. I thought that was a really good trade for the Giants last year. That was crazy. Change says we go linebacker, safety in the draft. Show says, yes, sir, Dave. Let's see. Karen says, Cowgirls can't find their owner. Call Dallas police if you see him. Angus Cowgirls says, I think Eagles should go for another safety, get the secondary in order, then draft linebacker in the draft. I think, the rumor was, as of right now, that the Eagles were going to double down at safety. Okay, so if they get another safety, they're definitely not. If they get another safety, they're definitely not going safety in the draft, period. Maybe later, maybe in the later rounds. But as of like a huge, being in control of, if they're going to get a top safety in the draft, it's definitely not going to happen. I just don't think, I think there's a little small chance they'd even go safety that high anyway, as of right now. Going forward. So we'll see what happens with that. Here we go. There's another one off the board for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are finalizing a deal for Marquise Hollywood Brown, another solid piece for Mahomes and the defending Super Bowl champs. Damn. The Chiefs got Hollywood Brown. It's just, it's crazy, man. Because how many of these receivers go to other teams? Because I'm telling you, these receivers look too damn good with Patrick Mahomes. That's how special Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes is so elite that a lot of these receivers that, even when he first got here, the first few years, some of Pringle and some of these other guys that they've had in the past, they've gone to other teams and gotten some big contracts because of playing with Patrick Mahomes, and haven't done, and it's crazy. It's insane. So Hollywood Brown is off the board at wide receiver. Surprised the Eagles didn't really. I think it's interesting. Now it says Matt Hennessy is a guard from Falcons from Temple. Yeah, so Matt Hennessy can play guard and center, which is good. There is rumor that he's going to be competing for the right guard spot against Tyler Steen. He's got 22 starts, and is highly valued. So. Professor Fields, the Chargers are expected to release one of Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Mike Williams, or Keenan Allen due to their cap situation. Any interest in any of those names? I don't know, man, because I don't know what Joey Bosa's number is going to be. Mike Williams, I don't think the Eagles have interest in him now. He's coming off a big injury as well. Keenan Allen, I don't think, I think that's just unrealistic. Khalil Mack, maybe, but he's up there in age, so I don't know if they would really have interest in any of those guys. So, yeah, Braden Mann is the punter now. We extended our long snapper Rick Lovato, and Braden Mann got a 3-year deal. I forgot how long, 2-year deal, I think, with the Eagles. So, not too bad at all. Yeah, well, Joey Bosa doesn't want to take a pay cut. That's so the Chargers were asking Joey to take a pay cut. He's not going to take a pay cut. There was rumors that he might, not rumors, but there was a dream rumor that he might go to San Fran, but that's definitely not happening. play with his brother. I don't think that's going to happen. Mr. Judge Paul said, I wonder if Hollywood Brown plays like he did in Baltimore or like he did in Arizona. Yeah, we'll see if we'll see what Patrick Mahomes could make you look really good. And he's had some injury problems in the past too, so we'll see what happens with him. I believe Cameron Owens says they signed Matt Hennessy, but they're going to still draft the right guard in the second round. So they're definitely drafting an offensive lineman. Okay, they're definitely going to sign. They're definitely going to sign an offensive lineman. They're definitely going to draft one. The first 3 picks. One of those second rounders is probably going to be an offensive lineman. It wouldn't shock me. Iron Mike says, good signing by KC. Hell yeah, dude. RG Graves says, what's the news on the upcoming trade? I haven't seen anything. Well, there's been rumors that the Eagles are going to trade for somebody in the secondary. Daniel Jeremiah said last night that, what he thinks how he's going to do, and that there's rumors of a trade to help the secondary. Josina Anderson said that they have a lot of interest in trading for a linebacker. They don't know who, but Howie is going around making phone calls. So, I mean, you still haven't traded Josh Sweat to see what compensation you would get for him. If Josh Sweat's getting traded from that Instagram post he had yesterday saying, I will miss you all, and didn't say anything after that. And then the whole thing with, Reddick as well, Yeah, Renfro got released today. I saw that. Yeah, Renfro and what's-his-face got released today. Brian Miller said, would you take Fields as a backup? His cap hit is $6 million. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not bad. What would his base salary be as of right now? I don't know. I mean, I don't know why he's not getting that much interest. I mean, I don't know why his market is so dry. You figured the Bears were going to trade him and get I mean, they're still trying to make a decision if they're going to trade him or not. It looks like they are. Maybe his market's dry because they don't even want to get rid of him. I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're going to move on. Xavier Williams says they're going to go cornerback in the first round. I think they want to get rid of Trashberry. Yeah, I mean, they got to see what James Bradbury is going to do too. So, I mean, you would want to cut him after, post June. Or designate him post June and let him go out and find a team that he wants to go to or something like that. I don't know, for himself at least, because as of right now, if they cut him right now flat out, it's going to be over. It's going to be like almost, I think it's like 14, 15 million dead cat. I mean, they're going to be like $10 million in the hole right now. So they can't really do much right now. They should really, I think half of that is really cut. I think it's like a $5 million difference if they cut him post June. They cut him post June, and then his dead cap will be at 10 million. And then what they could do is they can extend him 2 years, and then spread out the dead money a little bit throughout the few years. So they'll be paying like $4.5 million for 3 years straight. Which the Eagles will, $4 million is chump change when it comes to eating money like that. So it should be interesting. JC, what's going on, man? So I think we get either Surtain or Asante Samuel Jr. Dude, I'll be shocked over that. I ain't gonna lie. You got a draft right now you can go into and not pay a guy for 4 to 5 years. If they want to pay a corner after this year and they feel like they could do it, and I think the Eagles have a lot more flexibility, not just because of the cap right now, but the cap that has been increased the next few years. The cap has increased every year, so technically the Eagles can go into next season with $70 million. I mean, not even kidding. That's how good these contracts are right now with these cap numbers. That's how good Howie has worked the numbers out really well to have some more flexibility. Robert says, Dowie get Bosa there. Keeping us on and Bryce Huff. Price tag was not cheap. That's starting D. Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Here. Rude says, we don't need Fields as backup. Someone had playing time and can read the D good. Yeah, I don't know who they're going to try to get. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Let's see. It says, I believe Howie has a cornerback and linebacker in mind in the draft. Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. I don't know. They I don't know what they're going to trade for, who they're going to trade for, but I would say they're looking for a linebacker right now. I'm not even kidding, because that's the one position right now that's totally empty. I know they signed Zach Bond. Zach Bond's not a bad player. He recently had some little bit of success with the Saints last year. You know, I mean, he's a little, you know, he's still a young player, but knows the scheme really well. Could play off ball linebacker, could play inside. He's like a hybrid linebacker piece that could be on the line. He could be off ball. He could be inside, outside. And he was pretty productive with the Saints last year. So it's really not a bad signing. But it's obviously not enough. It's not enough to have right now. You know what I mean? And he's a breaking sweat in a first 2024 and a fifth for pass retain. Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Like, the Pats are saying, I'm sick of hearing it. You know, I'm actually really sick of hearing it, because I just don't think they're gonna go in that direction. I could be wrong. You know, but you know, we'll see. Those Philadelphia Eagles, no, that's not wrong. So this was from yesterday. So James Palmer said the Eagles are not done adding to their secondary and are still monitoring the market. It's Justin Simmons, dude. It's Justin Simmons, 100%. Definitely Simmons. Uriel Kevin, what's going on, man? Appreciate the super chat very much, man. It says, think that we should have signed 2 linebackers because there were good ones out there. Think there's a better talent at safety in the draft than linebacker talent. So they let a lot of linebackers slide. Like, a lot of them slid out. I don't know why. You know, the only one that's on here, like Jerome Baker, is visiting a team, not even visiting the Eagles at all. I honestly don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. The too many linebackers, like, they let too many linebackers slide by. So I don't know what direction they're going in when it comes to linebacker. So better talent at safety in the draft. Yeah, maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, like Vic Fangio, I mean, getting Chauncey obviously has had success here. Played good. He played good for the amount of time he played. I think he got hurt like week 2, week 3 last year, and had the pectoral, so he was out most of the year. But I think Chauncey played pretty damn good. And getting into the playoffs and all that great stuff. So leading to the playoffs was great. I think, Vic wants to get players that he's connected to. Chauncey's a little bit more long-term, obviously, for 3 years. Justin Simmons would probably be like a 2-year deal, most likely. I don't think it would be anything significantly too long-term, but 2 years probably would make more sense. So we'll see what they do, man. There's apparently going to be a couple trades. And HaasonReddick and a whole bunch of stuff. So if I was to guess what would happen today, it would probably be a trade and maybe signing Justin Simmons. Let's see here. Appreciate the super, by the way, bro. There's a Kyrie Moore says, I want Devin White. Yeah, Devin White wouldn't be bad either. I mean, I don't think they should be done, though. I mean, if that's going to be the answer, I mean, I don't know. They need 2 more. They need like 2 more bodies. They need a prove it deal type guy, and they should draft somebody. But if they're going to trade for somebody, like, that's what we don't know what they're trading for. If they're trading for like one of the best linebackers in the league, I don't even think Bobby Wagner signed with the team yet. I know he's a lot older. But unfortunately, he's just too old. He's not long term. It would be a rental for the year. Had a really good year last year. I mean, for his age, had a really good year. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. Duncan Wright, member for 2 months, man. He says, how much in cap? We have $39.5 million. $39 million, guys. That's how crazy it is right now. It's crazy. Let's see. Professionals which should look for veteran linebackers on the last year of deal with AFC for potential trade. CJ Mosley could be. I don't know what his contract is. He's on the last year of his deal? I'd take the Wagner 1 year, $4 million. Leroy says if we can get Simmons, let's do it, and let's hit the draft hard for linebacker corner in the trenches. I mean, literally, like they're doing a lot right now. I mean, they can easily, if they just stopped right now, or if they at least sign Justin Simmons, they can literally go into the draft and get everything they need. Everything they need. I don't think they would have much of a problem getting what they need in this draft. Guys, Edgar Cooper would be a good weak side linebacker in Fangio's scheme. Oh no, I think he's a perfect fit in Philadelphia. Where is he gonna drop in this draft though? Is he gonna be a late first? Is he gonna be, could he drop to the second round? I think the trade happens today. I'm not gonna say early, but I think it happens today. You mean the trade? Oh, I don't know. I mean, the trade could happen any moment today, but I think the Justin Simmons thing will happen today. The trade, we'll see. We might hear some closer type rumors regarding somewhat of a trade, but we'll see what happens, though. Khalil Mack is going to be available. It's just he's a little bit older, that's all, D-Max, I just love the way the Eagles are going with the signings. I believe in Fangio more and Howie, so let's just enjoy the process. That's what I'm saying, man. We're chilling. We're relaxing. We're enjoying the little process we're going through. You know what I mean? Howie Roseman's cooking right now. We're just sitting here. We're letting him cook right now. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Sean said, first round, simply go. BB second round, address needs like linebacker and also grab a vet like Bobby Wagner for max 1 year. We'll need the money later to extend guys like Smith. Yeah, well, that's another thing we got to think about too. I mean, even if they extend Smith, like it doesn't count for this year anyway. So I mean, it doesn't matter, like regardless. The Bobby Wagner thing, we'll see how that goes. We'll see where he signs if the Eagles even have interest in him. Yeah, Matt Collins went to the Bills. Yeah, that's the new one. Matt Collins still playing the league, man. Mac's still playing. You sound better today. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I'm probably gonna like pass out probably in a little bit today. So we have 30. We have I discussed all this earlier. We have $39 million in cap space. The cap hits for 4 of our players are only 30-something million right now. Okay, $30-something million cap hit for all of our 4-star players: Saquon, AJ Brown, DeVante Smith. I mean, and Jalen Hurts. That's how much it is. 20, 30, $38 million is what the Eagles have right now. 38 million. That's it. Saquon Barkley's only at $3.9 million cap hit this year. That's it. I made sure to look at everything this morning. And I checked all the cap. I checked the cap. I checked everything. $39 million is where we're at right now. Total cap hits for the 4 Eagles starters and Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, DeVante Smith, and Saquon Barkley. $36 million. 36, dude. That's it. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, Khalil Mack had a good year last year. I know. I mean, me and Philly were talking about it a couple days ago, but we were like, it's just like, if he was a little bit younger, I don't know, like what he's gonna want number wise. They need to stack this shit. They need to stack this shit like fast, dude. They gotta get this shit done. Hollywood Hogan says Eagles are including dumping Reddick in the money. They are over the cap. Oh no, they're not over the cap. They're not. What do you mean? You mean under the cap, not over the cap? Over the cap is bad. Under the cap is good. But that we're still waiting on HaasonReddick. I mean, if they extend HaasonReddick for $11 million or trade him for more than $11 million, I mean, you're gonna have like $50 million in cap space. I mean, seriously, like it's no joke. You need like what, $10 million for the draft? Like they still have a lot of extra money to do whatever they want with. Xavier says, do you think Jalen Carter steps up this year? And do you think Jordan Davis gets better? Yes and yes. Jordan Davis, especially, this is a big year for him because, I think everybody hit a wall. I think the whole defensive line hit a wall, last year. Okay. He had a really good pass rush beginning of the year, which we didn't think he was going to have a pass rush at all. I was ready for Jalen Carter to be a big run stuffer this year. I was for Jordan Davis to be a big run stuffer. And man, he showed a lot more, but he hit a wall. But he would make no adjustments. I blame the coaching for a lot of Reddick disappeared. Josh Sweat disappeared. Everybody did. That's why, when people hate on Jordan Davis so much, yes, he needs to be conditioned more. That's going to be his downfall if he's not staying in shape. That's the number one thing. So hopefully that changes down the road. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We got Knight Rider. What's going on, bro? Appreciate the super chat. I said that yesterday. Remember, also, can I get a wrench? Early. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. We got a super chat from Davon Tyree with the super chat. Says, hey Joey, would you go younger in the linebacker core or go slightly old in safety core? I'd go half and half, honestly. Nothing wrong with bringing a vet at linebacker at all. You know what I mean? So I have no issue even doing that if that's what you want to do. You have to get younger at linebacker. There's no doubt. We need long-term, not 1 year deal after 1 year deal. Nakobe Dean, unfortunately, I just don't have much trust in him as of right now. Hopefully he proves me wrong between, when you miss time in the offseason program and then you come out of camp and not even, you're not even game ready at this point. Not like he played well anyway, but the scheme was a mess anyway, so it really didn't help any player besides Nakobe Dean, but he went on IR 2 times. The Eagles went into last year saying, oh, we have Nakobe Dean, we'll just sign some guys around him, we'll sign some cheap deals around him. They went into that whole thing trying to say that, really. You know what I mean? So I feel like I feel like there's a chance for them to do a little bit more. They can do as much as they possibly want. Cowboys sign OJ Simpson. Man, you're loving the misery, dude, that these Cowboy fans are going through. They actually thought they were getting Derrick Henry. They actually thought it was going to happen. It's crazy. Luis Felipe Daz says, Texans defense with Azeez Al-Shaair, Danielle Hunter in a group, Christian Harris, Denzel Perryman at linebacker, and Will Anderson at defensive end. Yeah, they're stocking up, dude. They're stocking up. They're ready to open. They're ready to get to a Super Bowl already. They're ready. Dodger Fowers, some news just came out that said the Eagles are on the hunt for a linebacker. Yeah, there was news last night from Josina Anderson saying the Eagles are targeting a linebacker. That was at 7:30 last night. That's what she said last night. Daniel Jeremiah said yesterday at late afternoon, said the same thing. Said the Eagles trying to go for a trade for somebody in the secondary, that he thinks he's going to go after somebody in the secondary of another team for a big trade. He even mentioned Asante Samuel Jr. He mentioned Patrick Surtain. So it's not unrealistic that to talk. They're not not talking about Patrick Surtain going to the Eagles or Asante Samuel Jr. But it just comes down to if they acquire one of those guys in a trade and Bradbury's gone, then man, they really want to get that position. They don't want to wait for the draft. The MVD says, did you hear what Kelsey said? He wished that he was still playing with the squad. Dude, I don't think he was ready to retire, man. I don't think he was ready to retire. I don't know if there were some things behind the scenes with his wife. Maybe his wife thought maybe. I don't know what the case is, but between his press conference of him being, I mean, look, you're going to be upset regardless. It's going to happen. You're going to retire. It's going to be upsetting because you've been with this one team your whole career. But he talks about this team like he's still on the team. And, you know, I feel like he's fighting himself not to come back. You know what I mean? I feel like he's trying to fight himself not to come back. And I think he should have played another year. I don't think he was ready to retire yet. Because playing off of that horrible end of the season was probably like, I figured because of that, it was like, you cannot retire off of that year. There's no fucking way. Eagles get Saquon Barkley. First thing we think about is, man, Jason Kelce. Not that we're going to be worse or anything like that, but it's just like, man, like, Kelce could have been like, man, like, you know, Saquon Barkley running behind, you know, Kelce pulling, you know, like, just, you know, Saquon Barkley running behind Jason Kelce in open space. Like, how explosive that would be. I mean, it's just crazy, man. I don't think he was ready. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. I don't think he was ready to go. JC says trade will probably go down today. See, Brian says Bobby Wagner can still play with the best linebackers in the league. I agree. Gomiran says Joey, keep an eye out for a Quincy Williams trade to the Eagles. Interesting. That says 180 Wagner 180 tackles last year, still has juice. A lot of juice for his age. Ryan says, who would you pick, Devin White or Bobby Wagner for a spot? Like right now, I pick Bobby Wagner. If it's like for a 1-year deal, I pick Bobby Wagner over Devin White just because he's just more productive. And Devin White got beaten out of his starting job too. You know, that's another thing you got to think about as well. Rick say, hey man, what's going on, Rick? So let's get Joey to 1,000 likes. Let's go get Simmons. I'm ready for some Justin Simmons in my life. I'm ready for it. Charles says, I would honestly love to go after Cam Curl as much as I love Blankenship. His athleticism hold him back from being really good. I mean, and he's a hard hitter, dude. He's like, he wants to violently put you in a casket. I mean, that's that. When I see Cam Curl tackle, you know, Cameron Curl tackles, dude, like he wants to put somebody in the ground, and he wants to put someone 6 feet under. You know, we'll see what happens though. Born Alone says, I agree about Kelce. He still has 1 foot in the locker room. Big Birds boy. Dude, I feel like he wasn't ready to go. I mean, by everything he's been saying since that press conference, there's just more to it. So the top safeties, what? So you think it's between what? It's between Cameron Curl, and Justin Simmons. It just seems like the Justin Simmons thing is always going to make sense because of Vic Fangio. It's funny. Penn State coach James Franklin says Saquon Barkley told him Howie Roseman's first sale pitch to Saquon in free agency was coming back home to PA. I can't believe Jalen Mills is signed with the Giants. It's crazy. That was from yesterday. I don't know. This free agency is blowing last year's free agency out of the fucking water. Just saying. Looks like Texans have agreed to terms with offensive tackle David Sharp, 2-year deal. Kate says, just go get let's hold on. I lost my spot. This thing always does this. Go get Justin Simmons and Bobby Wagner or Baker, then trade Josh Sweat for a 2nd-round pick or a 3rd-round pick. Yeah, if they get a 2nd-round pick for Josh Sweat, I'll be jumping for joy. Then there's no. I mean, they should be moving up in the 1st round again. I mean, regardless of not having a 3rd, 2nd-round pick, if they end up getting a 3rd, 2nd rounder, that's you're either making a trade for somebody or you're moving up in this draft for the second time. I feel like they will move up a couple spots in the first round. Keith Hollenberg said, join this free agent frenzy the last few days from Essex, England. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it so much. England, that's awesome, man. Thank you for supporting so much, man. Yeah, Jerome Baker, unfortunately, is visiting the Titans. So we got to wait for that to develop. And I don't know. It doesn't seem like they, maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe they didn't contact him. There we go. Jordan Poyer signed. Another safety off the board. Jordan Poyer has signed with the Miami Dolphins. So Poyer's going. I mean, these other teams, they just sign like whoever. They don't worry about age. There's a lot of teams that don't really worry about age too much. They just sign guys. I see too many just signing guys. Drew said Bobby Wagner walks with a cane and takes Cialis. Jesus, he's not that old. He's not that old. Come on now. Be real here. Not that old. Lee says, reading reports the Rams are interested in Reddick. Rams have a young team. Maybe they get a player from them for Reddick if he doesn't extend. Yeah, I mean, that would be... I don't know who I would get from them, actually. Like, defensively? I'm not sure. Yeah, he won't be cheap. He won't be cheap. He had a good year. He deserves to get a lot of money. No doubt. Kyle Van Noy was with the Chargers last year, wasn't he? Did he have a good year last year? I don't even know if he did. I know 2 years ago he played really well. Oh, I missed a super chat. I'm sorry. Spam it, dude. Sometimes I miss these by mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I do miss these sometimes. Bloodshot HVACR. Thank you so much, man. I'm really sorry for. I'm trust me. I'm stupid. Cowboys signed Waterboy to record a record-breaking deal. Dude, they signed a fuck. The only thing they've done is this is crazy. Now Jerry Jones says like, oh, I said we were gonna go all out in free agency, meaning we're gonna resign our players. Like I'm telling you. It's very nice to see that they're not doing shit. Like, even Dez Bryant tweeted something out saying, the Cowboys, you're going to have to set the record straight that you guys are going to have to, like, you're not going to do shit the next couple years. But even Dez Bryant said, you had the roster the last couple. The Cowboys have had chance after chance. Okay? They had chance after chance. The last couple years, like, the last few years, they were pretty much ready to take over. I mean, they had an open window, and it's going to close. And it's going to close because of that fucking quarterback. Unfortunately. That's where this whole thing is going. Yeah, receiver, I don't think they're going for anybody now. I think for receiver, this is it. I don't think anything's happening at receiver anymore. I'm not saying they wouldn't take one in the draft, but I don't think anything's happening right now. The original Kilo says, would you take a second rounder for Reddick? Oh, 100% I would. In 2 seconds, I would take a second rounder for him. No doubt. I would. Are we still on top of y'all? Big fan of Van Noy. Gustavo said, I know if CJ was here in the Niners game, he wouldn't let us get punked at home. That's what I'm saying, dude. You remember that Super Bowl? Remember that hit that he gave to Pacheco? Like, that's the shit that I want to see, dude. I want to see a player that wants to punch somebody in the mouth and wants somebody to fucking hurt when they hit him. Like, Chauncey plays with like an old school mentality with old school physical play. That's how I think how Chauncey plays. Like, I'm glad they brought him back. I'm just glad, like the Saquon Barkley thing. I'm really glad it happened. I'm very happy it happened. The two signings I really wanted done was running back. I wanted done immediately, whether it was Swift or Barkley, and I wanted Chauncey back at safety. Okay, those are the two moves I've wanted, and kind of build off of that. So. Dan Sileo is over. It says prime Dan Sileo or Jordan Davis. Oh, I mean, I'm picking a player over Dan Sileo every time. That is. Kelly says this free agency has been great. I'm ready for the season to start tomorrow. We'll get there. We got a draft. We got an entire draft to look forward to. Angela, I think Kelsey comes back for training camp. He knows his team has a chance to win it all this year, and I think he'll come back for this year to make sure he goes out with a bang. I don't think so. I think that's over now. Mentions AJ Brown, Smitty, and Jalen Hurts combined cap hit is lower than Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones. Cowboys and Giants suck at cap management. I told you. Like, I read the whole thing earlier. Like, it's amazing. 4-star players. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, DeVonta Smith only cost like $36 million against the cap. I mean, I'm serious. It's fucking insane, dude. It's honestly insane. Dak Prescott's $59 million and Daniel Jones is $47 million by themselves. One player. Andrew de Blasio, what's going on? So what do you think about today? Who are we getting? Still hoping in Simmons and linebacker. I think the number one thing that's going to happen, like instantly, I think it's Justin Simmons. I think Justin Simmons is going to be an Eagle today. I 100% think it's going to happen. I feel really good that he's going to be an Eagle today. I feel good. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm a little behind. Steve Stefanowski says, I think we'll go linebacker and cornerback in the draft, but I definitely would love to see Bobby Wagner come to the Eagles and he still can play. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's going to be like a 1-year deal at the end of the day. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's not going to be nothing if it's Bobby Wagner, it's going to be short term. So I'm not skipping summer, unfortunately, bro. I'm unfortunately I don't want to skip the summer because the summer is way too short as it is. John said, do you think they signed Parker for competition at camp or for the older guy to come in and be a reliable target? I don't know, dude, because that signing kind of didn't confuse me, but I don't know. Like I was kind of a little surprised by DeVante Parker, to be honest. And that, it's only 1.2 million. So really, realistically, at the end of the day, like if he doesn't make it, then, I don't know, because if you go all the way to camp and like he just plays horrible, then you really don't have anybody at wide receiver 3. And then we're down. We're really down now. I think they're going to be prepared. We got Slick with a super chat. What's going on, man? It says, what up, Joey? Let's get Simmons and Baker today. So what's going on with Budda Baker? Is Budda Baker an actual free agent? Because I looked and he wasn't on the list unless it was a mistake. Let me know. Big B says, do you have a clue who we playing in Brazil? No, none of us do. I mean, they can't, we know all of the people, we know all the teams we're playing, but regarding who we're playing in Brazil. So yeah, the Brazil game is on Friday night. So we're the second game of the first week You know, the Eagles are in the spotlight once again. Sucks it, and it's gonna count as the Brazil game is gonna count as an Eagles home game, which really sucks. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's one game, so I'm not really worried about it. Yo, Big T, what's going on, man? It's been a while. I said, yo, Joey, is there anyone you don't want with our first round pick? I'm really thinking with how Howie is approaching free agency and getting needs, he's going to go best available player. Oh yeah, I mean that's you have to go that route every single time you go into the draft in the first round. What I think they're not going after in the first round, I mean as of right now, things can change over time, but I don't think it will be offensive line. I don't think it's going to be wide receiver. It's not going to be obviously running back. I could see edge rusher. I could see linebacker. Change of philosophy right there. Really edge and linebacker, man. Edge and linebacker. Because there are some good edge rushers in this draft. They want to add another piece to sit behind. You know, Brandon Graham's back for a year. Reddick, we're still waiting on what's going on. Josh Sweat, we're waiting for possibly a trade. So I think it goes down to Pat. I think it comes down to edge rusher. It could be defensive tackle if they really want to put something, if they want to put more value into defensive tackle for a third year straight, if that's what they want to do. So yeah, man, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna do some call-ins really soon, and I'll get everybody's take on like the draft and things going forward. So it should be a lot of fun. Nermug said, per source, Eagles are interested in cornerback Arnold from Alabama. Thought on that? I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Watching the combine, and like every time a mock draft comes up, the Eagles are taking a cornerback almost every time. So when I hear one position way too much, I feel like it's the opposite. They're going a totally different direction. But they really do need corner. Like, corner is something I'm not like, oh my God, we need to get in free agency now like some other people are, and that's perfectly fine. I respect everybody's opinion. I just feel like I'm not sitting here with myself like, oh my God, like how has Howie not signed a corner yet? Because there's just so much time and this draft is full of them, and you could look for your number one guy, your guy that's going to start day one this year, in this draft. See here. We got Bleed Green. What's going on, man? I appreciate the super chat, man. It says, if we get a second rounder, we'll move up for Mitchell because Mock has him gone by 17. Could be Quincy. Could be Quinion Mitchell. Could be Quinion Mitchell. But if they get a second round pick, you're obviously not drafting 3 guys in the second round. It's not going to happen. A lot more is going to happen, no doubt. Here. We got a super chat from Bearded Brother. Appreciate it so much, man. He says, love the content videos. What's your favorite Eagles color jersey? Are you going to any games this season? I don't know if I am. I don't know. Did I even go to a game last year? I don't think I did. 2 years ago I did. I think 22 I went to a game. Yeah, I went to the home opener against the Vikings. That's the game I went to, the primetime game. The Kelly Greens, man. I mean, as soon as I saw those Kelly Greens, they were really hard to just wear them 2 times last year. And I feel like they got to bring them back for a lot. I wish they can make one. I mean, I hate the white jerseys. I can't stand them. I'm tired of white on white. I'm tired of white in general. I feel like they need to do a color rush with the helmets. They need to do, I don't know. I feel like they need to do something different. The Kelly Greens I'd bring back every single year. I would make Kelly Greens permanent if that was the case, but we'll see. But appreciate the support a lot, Beard Brother. It means a lot, man. It really does. I guess if they're going right tackle or cornerback in the first, I think unless an edge rusher, they like drops. I don't know if grabbing an offensive tackle is going to be over getting an edge rusher. Like, what if Byron Murphy's on the board? What if I don't think you're hitting Chop Robinson. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know. I don't think you're hitting Chop. at this point. Latu from UCLA is another one which I really like, and I wish we would get him. Okay. On the road to 50K subs. Yeah, well, I don't look. I take it day by day, man. That's all it is. Hey Joe, you gonna get Saquon Barkley? I'm not getting no Saquon Barkley jersey right now. I'm not getting. I haven't bought it. The best investment I ever bought was obviously I bought the Kelly Green last year in the DeVante Smith jersey, because I know he's gonna be here long term, and I love DeVante Smith. But we'll see what happens. I think I haven't got a jersey in a while. The best investment I've ever done was put my last name on my jersey and call it a day. That's the best that's the best I've ever done. Best investment ever. Haven't spent anything since having those jerseys. Aaron says they could have wore the alternate Kelly Greens 3 times per year rules, and they only wore them twice. I don't get. I don't know why. I think that's what I heard too last year. So Indy keeping it, all right. So the Indianapolis Colts keeping another of its own linebacker safety Ronnie Harrison is returning to the Colts on a 1-year deal. Okay. He says now they won't need to get an O-line in the first round. It's deep O-line class. I don't think they have to go that early. I don't. If there's like an actual hole sitting there right now, okay, if they're getting somebody that they know that's going to, I can only see them moving back if they feel like, I'm saying a few spots, okay? They can move back if they feel like there's a player that's dropping, that's going to keep dropping, and they can afford to get some extra draft picks. And I guess that's what they do. Shelly says Cowboys cashless, Jerry Jones side child. Got Stuart back from 60 Birds. What's going on, man? It says Chauncey Gardner-Johnson will bully Baldberry back into all-pro form. That's what Chauncey brings to this team, though. Like, he's a hard hitter. He's just, I love his attitude. I love his swag. I love just the way he represents himself. And every time he does something in the game, I feel like he gravitates players towards him in some way. Like, he's like when Chauncey does something in a game, like just once, he just gravitates. He lures these players towards him. And I just love it, man. Like, that's what I loved about him so much. Naira, I appreciate the super chat, by the way. Joey, I heard a rumor that the Cowboys are going to let that played a $60 million a year out and let them tank pretty much and get rid of Lawrence, let them walk and start over next year. I mean, it could be. They got to pay this quarterback if that's going to be the case. Micah Parsons, I wonder if Micah Parsons is going to sit there and be like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I could totally see him joining Dan Quinn. I can see Dan Quinn getting him in a half a second. Well, no. Aaron says, did Bradbury ever really play that good, or Chauncey Gardner made him look good? I think what made him look good was the defensive line. I mean, you had a generational defensive line that could have been like one of the biggest generational defenses we've seen in 22. Because, a 70 sack season that probably could have been almost a 100 sack season. I'm not even kidding, dude. Not even kidding. It's kind of crazy. It's going to get more crazy as time goes by. You know what I mean? Josh says Mike and CD are about to be in the biggest paydays for Cowboys. That's why they're not spending a dime right now. They can't afford anybody. Also, Parsons will be an Eagle if he becomes a free agent. Christine says Gore will be there in the 5th. Don't want him. I mean, sorry, that was Mike. Christine says CJ is locked down. That's sorry, receiver 3 Debo. Man, I love that he just doesn't like Debo at all. He had that little cheap. He laid him out. Had that little cheap shot on him. Can't stand that fucking team. Can't stand that team. Brand says we are playing the Packers in Brazil. That's gonna be a big game. I hope it's the Packers. I hope it's the Ravens. Like, I want it to be a big game, like a really big game. And obviously both teams not having their crowd behind them supporting, in person. So that'll be interesting. I said, with corner, would you rather draft Arnold, Kool-Aid, or Mitchell? I'm more the Quinion Mitchell kid I really do like. He has so much physicality. And I really think Terrion Arnold's really solid. I know that Kool-Aid got that Jones fracture in his pinky toe or whatever it was, so hopefully he'll be all right, doesn't develop all these foot issues. So Grizzlies' Gann scheme was way better than the size plans. Yeah, because Nick Sirianni, we found out Nick Sirianni had more control over this defense, I don't think a lot of people talk about Jalen Carter enough, Mullins. I don't think a lot of people talk about him at period, because as of right now, I think they feel as if Carter. It's not fair to this coaching staff that this happened. No joke. It's not fair what happened to some of these players. Carter, everybody could have had a better year this year. There's no doubt. You hear me now? You hear me now? Hear me? Am I coming in clear? I'm not sleeping. I'm good. It's been a long few days. Let's see. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's overrated. I don't think he's overrated at all. I don't think so. You're gonna find out. I'm telling you right now, dude. If I hear one more thing about Surtain and he doesn't come here, I'm telling you right now. He says, honestly, could just see DeVante Parker as a camp buy. They brought him because he was cheap. Still think they bring in more capable wide receiver 3. Yeah, they might not be done. That's very, very, very cheap. So it's not too bad. You know what I mean? It's not too bad at all. Yeah, probably because I was sitting too far away. I actually upped the filters on it through my software, so the mic is more delicate. You don't really hear too much outside noise now, not as much. So let's see. Who's replacing Fletcher Cox? I don't know. I think they pick up another depth piece. I think they're in good contention to pick up another depth piece in the draft, or we'll see. Simmons, what's going on, man? Simon says, I'm not sure about you guys, but I think I'm the only person that's watching this on the phone, TV in the living room, and also TV in the bedroom, so I can hear what's happening all the time. Damn. Let's see here. Yeah, Milton's getting a lot bigger of an opportunity now, which is good. So David says, went to high school and played ball with Justin Simmons down here at Florida. Would love to see him as an Eagle. Morgan County Tigers. Went to school with him. We'll give him a damn call. Massacre said, we need linebackers. Maybe Howie breaks old ways and drafts a linebacker early rounds. We have 3 picks in the first 60 picks. Dude, I'm telling you. Dude. Like Neil says, Ian Powell, dude, is a playmaker. Stop riding his nuts. They should have kept Zacchaeus. Nah, I mean, yeah, they could have, but I know there's upgrades out there. I know they could do better, and not at the time. I didn't know what this wide receiver class was going to look like, but I really do like it. I absolutely love this wide receiver class a lot. Probably one of the best we've seen in a while. Actually, you heard Slay's short interview with Philly Talk. I thought he was saying all the right things this time. I did not see it. No, I did not see it. Thank me later podcast. The super chat didn't say anything, but appreciate it so much, man. Bax says get Devin White in Hollywood. The problem, the thing, like, is like, I would love to do stuff like that. The problem is just like, you have to be like a beat writer and ask like the most simple things. You know, like, that's what it comes down to. Like, see, like with me, like I have no interest on talking to players. I have no interest in. I don't have interest in nothing. I don't have interest in anything. Like, this is a hobby at the end of the day. That's it. I have fun doing this, and that's it. Like, other than that, like, I don't want to be a professional podcaster. I'm not trying to be a beat writer. I'm not trying to work for the Eagles or get into journalism, or I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. Like, this just happened because it happened, and it doesn't mean I want to be professional. It doesn't mean I'm obviously not professional. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I don't think, So I know people have asked me that too. Why don't you interview this and do this and do that? I'm not into it. I'm not into it like a lot of people are into that. I'm not. I can care less. All right, great. I'll get some attention maybe because I had a specific. I don't know. Like, I just don't care. You know what I mean? It's just, that's just how it is. But hey, I mean, can't ask personal questions. You got to keep everything like, got to make sure you don't ask them, like out of line questions. You know what I mean? So. Crack said, we know this, Joey. That's why you have your own community. We mess with you. Heavy man, you don't need to explain. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, because I don't talk about this shit at all. Like, I never talk about it. You know what I mean? You said, Joe, I'm glad you made this channel. I love coming here, bro. Wait, what? Yeah, you better reword that. Pause. You got to reword that. Thank me later, podcast. I think the difference from Slay and Bradbury last year is this most recent season was a safety play. Like, yeah, the D line couldn't get home, but it has to be some type of coverage to allow time. Yeah. Belong says that's respect. Appreciate it. Nick Tyler, if you're talking to me, I appreciate it. Nick Tyler says, dude, you don't talk about Cooper DeJean enough, dude. The guy is an absolute stud. He's very similar to Iowa, to the way Kyle Hamilton was at Notre Dame. Yeah, I'm trying to see right now. I want to get through free agency first before anything. Before I get into so much draft shit, and then I don't want to waste my time talking about something that's not going to happen because the Eagles put somebody in that spot. So I'm waiting until like after a week and a half of free agency's over, where I feel like enough is being done. There's a lot we have to wait on right now. Like, apparently there's a trade in the works regarding the secondary. I'm hearing the Eagles are trying to go after a linebacker. Whether it's 2 trades for a linebacker and somebody else, I don't know. I'm hearing that I don't know. Josh Sweat, is going to get traded. So I don't. That's going to happen sooner or later. Since you sign Bryce Huff to a big deal. $17 million a year to play opposite side of Reddick. And we don't even know what's going on with Reddick right now. You know what I mean? So there's so much going on. Like, I don't even know. The draft is like, I've been talking about it here and there, but it's just one of those things now where I gotta see where they're at, what holes that that look like on this roster. We'll see. You see the Kelsey statement on the Barkley signing? Yeah, he shouldn't have fucking retired, dude. Single Layer Podcast says, I do think you are super critical of Slay tackling. Yeah, because he went on his podcast after Seth Joyner called him out. He went on his podcast and pretty much told the whole world that he's not tackling a specific way because he wants to protect himself. Like, who, like, seriously, dude, like, that, I was so pissed over that. It was like, he gave any excuse to say, as long as I get him to the ground, I get him to the ground, and that's it. Oh, I'm glad we're not playing this playoff game in Philadelphia. I don't want to get booed. Like, who says shit like that? A C on your chest, a C on your jersey, and that's the shit that you say. Well, here's a Joey. Do you think Justin Simmons really come here? If so, what happened with Sidney Brown and Blankenship? Johnson in the slot, Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah, no, I don't think Chauncey's moving to the slot. You can now, like, if obviously injuries happen, you have to move guys around because Justin Simmons is a hybrid type player that can play multiple positions. Chauncey could play safety and nickel if needed be, or just play corner in general. You can move him all over the place. The problem that I'm gonna have, okay, I think Reed and people need to stop because they need to give Reed Blankenship a lot of competition. So Chauncey's another body. Justin Simmons is going to be another body. Yes, I think it's very realistic. Justin Simmons. I'll actually be surprised if he doesn't sign here today. The Ravens are releasing pass rusher Tyus Bowser, who has 19.5 career sacks that missed all of 23 because of a knee injury. The move will clear over $5 million. So there's someone come. There is a defensive lineman coming off an injury from last year, and it seems like the Ravens just didn't want to take a chance on somebody that missed that much time. So we'll see where that goes when it happens. Yeah, that they just get the best linebacker like Wagner, etc. We're very weak in that. Yeah, well, gotta give it time. Gotta give it time. Like you gotta give it a week. Gotta give it more than a week and a half to see what they do. You know what I mean? Like time will tell where they go. It will tell where they go. Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers is probably one of my favorite corners coming to this team. Like I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty pumped about it, to be honest with you. David said, hoping we make some more moves today and get at least one more elite player. Because he said, I think they should get linebacker like Wagner, etc. Very weak. Oh yeah, I already read that. Bald Eagle says, sorry, I definitely missed this for a quick second. Bald Eagle says, in this system, you think it's Nakobe's last chance? No, I mean he's on contract for a couple more years, so I don't think it's like his last chance, but he's not helping it by not being available. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think he played well, but he missed so much valuable time. He missed the off-season program, he missed joint practices, he missed preseason. He was on, then he got healthy, he started, and then then I have to blame coaching for some of this. And the Kobe Dean didn't really play well. And then he went on IR 2 more times. Well, that's what I think as of right now. Appreciate the super, by the way. Thanks. Thank Me Later podcast is trying to kick my YouTube off with Eagles content anyway I can get on your live stream with you, and one day we've been a fan of you, Philly 500 for so long. Hey, dude, if you got any questions, just message me. Go to the description of this live stream and follow me on Twitter and just DM me. You know what I mean? Like if you guys have any questions about anything, anything, I'll do my best. I learn something every day. Trust me. Like especially, I'll say like Philly 500 has taught me a lot of things. Pause. I feel like I gotta pause all the time. But I've learned a lot from him over the years. I've known Philly since 2016. I remember we actually did like we did a video or a live stream together on my channel, and I actually have it on my channel from like I called him on my phone and recorded from I don't know I think it was from I don't know if it was from my laptop to my phone, and like I called him and we were talking about the Eagles off season. Like it was so weird. It was so weird. Like I got to bring that up, and actually. I mean, that was a long time ago. But yeah, any questions? I'm here, man. Night Rider says, you think we should get T. Smith from the Cowboys? No. No Tyron Smith. He's going to try to get a starting job for a while. Yeah, Jerome Baker, unfortunately, is visiting the Titans, so I think that's off the table for now. Joey, on paper so far, do you believe this is Howie's best free agency? I mean, this might be the best free agency. This is better than 22. This is better than 22. 22, they were limited as well. Is this free agency better than 17? Maybe, like you got a 3 down back now that's not going to, play, I mean, you have a running back that can do everything now. You're paying a running back $12 million, you know what I mean? Second highest paid in the league behind, CMC. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy. Tommy says, is it late to release Parker? Renfro is available. It's not. Well, like I said, let me say, Parker's cheap. Parker is a low risk, high reward move. He's $1.4 million for the year. That's it. The Patriots pay the rest of it. Give it a chance, see what happens. DeVante Parker is old, but being a number 3 guy, gets the less attention. He's not. He all the pressure's not on him. He's just an added piece to it. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Or I got you. Hold on. I think later says you're verified, so I can't. I'm not verified on Twitter. I'm not verified. I have my Twitter. My Twitter is that not. I don't know. I don't think it's private. I think I don't think you followed me. I have another account. Make sure you go to the description of the of this live stream and click on that, because I have another account, but it got suspended. See here. Yeah, I don't know your name on there though, so I'm not sure. I just followed the first 3 people on the list, so hopefully that's one of you. That's you on one of those. Let's see. Oh, that's what it says? That's weird. I think I messed up, and I don't know what happened. I think I messed up, and I tried to. I don't know why it says that. That's kind of weird. Okay. I think I messed up on the settings. That's probably why. Put water on my face. Is my camera not working? Oh, my camera's working. Okay. Shit. All right. Let's see. Greg Brown said, I'm so excited about Ringo as well. I really want to see him get a lot of starting snaps. He flashed out a lot through last season. Yeah, I think the first couple games with Matt Patricia, I thought he played really well. Thought he played pretty damn good. It's just he needs more time, man. It comes down to just having more time. It's just not enough time. Not enough time. But well, another off season, man, and then see what he comes into this year with. I mean, look, I think Eli Ricks has shown flash. Keeler Ringo has showed some flash. It's just not enough. It's not enough right now. I'm not hyping any of these guys up because it's just I haven't seen too much. It just hasn't been enough. So we'll see how it goes. Christopher Clegg said, I don't want another safety. Damn, we have 3 good ones. How much better does it? We got Brown, Blankenship, and Chauncey. Let's get a cornerback. Well, I mean, at this point, who do they think Reed is a starter next year? I mean, let's be real. Like, I think Eagle fans have just seen him as a starter because he's one of the hard-hitting players on our team, and I don't think you have to make him comfortable. I think you need to add another body there. I don't think Reed's coverage is great. I think his tackling is good at times. I think it's good. I don't think he has one of the most best body movements as a safety. Getting twisted and turned around, gets caught up like a statue sometimes, and that's happened. It's happened a lot. Justin Simmons has more experience and has leadership as well. I mean, and knows this Vic Fangio scheme. I mean, it's a win-win. Just funny how he's not signed yet. It's funny how he's not signed yet. You know what I mean? Major Facepalm with the super chat says Dez Bryant signs 1-day contract to retire. Cowboy press conference at 4. Dallas State Penitentiary. Oh man, I was like, oh wait, he's retiring. That's awesome. I was sitting here like, man, that's nice. That's cool. He deserves it. Like Dallas State Penitentiary. Or is he really retiring today? Or you're just making that a joke? Appreciate the trooper, by the way. Shane says you have to let the young guys play and have had flashes with minimal snaps. Let them play a whole season, draft corner high next year if we need. If you're talking about Reed Blankenship in general, I think we kind of know what he can and can't do. So if there's a question towards Reed that we don't know what he can do, we know. I think we have figured Reed out just a little bit at times. So I think that has definitely happened. Definitely happened. So we'll see. Yeah, he's better. Yeah, I totally agree. Reed Blankenship is better in the box than he is at the affiliate 0024. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Who does he remind me of? I think he's a little bit better, but who does he remind me of? The guy from the Giants that couldn't cover for his life, that played safety. What was his name? He went from the Giants to Washington. I don't know if he's even in the league. Landon Collins. Yeah, that was another guy that was another guy that got paid way too much money for what he couldn't do. That was just another guy that annoyed me. CD is to want to close to a $30 million deal. I can't wait to see what these contracts look like. I honestly think Micah Parsons won't be. I honestly think Micah Parsons won't be in Dallas. I'm telling you, I think this shit is gonna get. I think this shit's gonna get really bad. Especially if the Cowboys aren't winning, and obviously, they know how the front office works, how things are. They know how the front office works in free agency. They know the off-season program and how the Joneses are. There's just certain players that just don't like it. Just really don't like it, man. Don't like it over there. It's unfortunate. I guess officially Zach Ertz got signed. Oh yeah, today. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I think deals have to be done by 4:00 today, or I guess the ones that are signed have to be officially done by today. I totally forgot it's Wednesday. So technically 4 p.m. today, 4 p.m. Eastern, everything has to be done. So the Washington Commanders put a tweet out saying a new threat on offense, and it says Zach Ertz. I got you. I got your DM, by the way. Okay. I'm going out of my mind. I have no idea what's going on right now. No idea. No idea. I'm a lost cause. I'm a lost soul. I have no idea what I'm doing with myself. Yeah, Edwin Cooper and Peyton Wilson are those sideline to sideline guys. Oh, Peyton Wilson, you mean Dallas Goedert's brother? Yeah, he looks great. I'm just going to call him Dallas Goedert's brother. Peyton Wilson is Dallas Goedert's brother. That's all I'm going to say. Nick says, Blankenship was our leading tackler. Like, damn, that says a lot from last season. I mean, look, look. I don't take too much into safeties having a lot leading in tackles last year. It's not the best sign. Corners having the most tackles in a game, it's not a good sign. Does your safety to have the most tackles? It's not. I watched last year, and I want to see how many of those tackles were at the line or behind the line or within 5 to 6 yards. Probably not as much. Not to say it's his fault, but you know what I mean? I think people are just why does everyone not want to give Reed Blankenship competition? It's like everyone was all excited about Nakobe Dean, and now that everybody wants to sign linebackers. You know what I mean? Like if Nakobe Dean was some big threat for everybody, he was a big time player coming out. Like he gets hurt, his availability has kind of hurt him a little bit. Like why with Reed, everyone just doesn't want to. Why does everybody want to keep Reed comfortable? Why do people why do people want to keep Reed comfortable? I don't know. I'm going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just make Reed comfortable that he has a starting job this year. You know what I mean? Like, that's the number one thing I hate. Like, there's probably someone I know for a fucking fact, okay, that there has got to be a safety that's better than Reed out there. Reed's going to make the roster. I'm not saying he's not going to make the roster, but there is a big chance they might sign another safety today. Depends what Vic Fangio really thinks of him. Like, does everybody just want to keep him comfortable and just let him just start and just like not give him anything? To just give him the job now? Like, come on now. I think you got to do a little bit more than that. Yeah, Simmons is better and he's older and he's got leadership and he could play multiple positions. He's another hybrid type player. Like Simmons has a lot of good things, not even just his play, not with other a hybrid type player that he is. Still playing at an all pro level as of right now. Like I get it, but you said, look, at the end of the day, you have Chauncey here for 3 years, which is good. So you have at least a safety here long term right now. Okay. You signed Justin Simmons for a couple years. I don't know. I don't think Reed Blankenship, like, when is his contract up? After another couple years, maybe? I don't know. Like, are you going to pay him big money? Probably not. Bring Simmons in, make Reed work. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, why does everybody stick with the bare minimum of what we have? Everybody wants to stick with the bare minimum. Somebody says, "Oh, Howie, what are you up to now?" Like, it's a quiet day today. Let's see. New Giants edge rusher Brian Burns is in town today. That was stupid. That was a stupid fucking. That was a good signing by the Giants and Brian Burns, but at the end of the day, they have nobody on offense. Yeah, look, here's the salary cap update. And so that I'm not lying, this just updated. The salary cap, the Eagles are top 10. They are the 9th highest team in cap space. 39 million. 39. Titans 75, Commanders 71, Patriots 59, Bears 56, Bengals 45, Seattle 44, Cardinals 44, Broncos 44, Eagles 39. The Chargers are negative 25 million over the cap. Holy shit, dude. The Cowboys have 2.2 million. 49ers only have $6 million. They did a lot of moves. Eagles, that number is going to change to 49. If they trade HaasonReddick or even extend him, it's going to be over $11 million. The Eagles are going to have like $50 million. The Eagles will be the fifth highest team in cap space if they trade or extend Reddick. That's how crazy this is, dude. It's insane. I don't think they're moving Chauncey. You know what's funny? I actually asked Philly last night. I said, do you think like that they'll actually move Chauncey to the nickel since maybe they don't feel like they're letting Avonte Maddox kind of visit some teams right now? They, and say they only saved $2 million. It's supposed to be a post-June designation, but do you think they let Avonte Maddox walk so they could, maybe they were trying to get Chauncey back, that maybe they want Reed to start next to Justin Simmons? I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. We got Knight Rider with the super chat. Thank you so much, my dude. Oh, is it not popping up? I got the wrong screen on. I'm so stupid. I'm looking at the wrong screen the whole time. Not the wrong screen, but Knight Rider says, that's why I said get Bosa or Mac from Chargers. Yeah, we'll see. Bosa, it's gonna be way too much, man. It's gonna be way too much. I'm looking for like a mid-tier player that's a nice rotational guy that will produce. Like Joey Bosa's a starter, and he's money hungry, and the Eagles already paid Bryce Hall already. Bryce Huff, sorry. I call him. Is there a guy Bryce Hall in the league? I keep saying Bryce Hall for some weird reason. I don't know why. But Khalil Mack could be interesting, and we'll see. But appreciate the super chat, man, so much. I told everyone don't worry about the cap. Howie's a cap wizard. People don't believe it, dude. Like, people honestly don't believe it. Crazy. Jason says, you can't let Reddick go. I don't care. Okay. That's who I'm thinking about. Because they're both of those players were on the friggin' Jets. My allergies are knocking up right now, so. Bryce Huff. Reese Buff says, I believe Bryce Hall is a running back from the Jets. Oh, yeah, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, you're right. You're completely right. No, it's Breece Hall, not Bryce. It's Breece, not Bryce. Breece Hall, isn't it? Whatever. I don't fucking know. I thought it was Breece Hall, not Bryce Hall. Mike says, if we get Kaiser White type player, that would help. We need a number one future guy. Like it's that time. Like we're not getting a guy that they need a top talent. I'm sorry, but guys that fit the scheme is great. Like I don't mind it at all, but they need a top a top talent at that position. They really do. Like it's time, dude. Angus says, well, remember when Bosa was cursing out Philly fans at the champ? Oh yeah, when the fans came up to him, and that was the NFC Championship game, right? Yeah, that was funny. Joey Bosa is an asshole. Like he really is. Like even like during some of these games, like he's like that. That's like he's got Derek Barnett syndrome. That guy don't stop. Like once he starts, he don't stop. Like no joke. Yeah, it's Brees Hall. All right. You hear me? Does the Jets have about 3 or 4 players that are with Bryce or Brees Hall first names? So that's the updated cap space as of right now, which is amazing. Which is nothing. I honestly can't wait. I can't wait for the press conferences. I'm actually really excited about these pressers. Really excited about all the pressers. BO19 says trade Sweat for Asante Samuel Jr. draft an edge rusher. Yeah, I mean, look, Asante Samuel is very cheap this year. I think he's only like $4 million against the cap this year, so he's cheap. They could. I mean, that probably could make sense. They're gonna if they lose Joey Bosa, they could just get a piece with Josh Sweat. Crowley says draft Edgar and Cooper and Trotter, see if one of them pan out. Okay, so I like Isaiah Simmons. He will be cheap. He's young, fast. He will develop, and he's a hybrid player too. He can play multiple positions too. I don't know why. So why is there not too much? Why isn't there too much interest with Isaiah Simmons? Because it was only a 1-year deal with Isaiah Simmons. If I'm correct, I think that's all it was. It was. I think the Giants traded like a 6th-round pick. Kenny with the super chat. Thank you so much, Kenny. Says we got almost 40 million cap space according to Over the Cap. I would lose it if we got Ridley and Justin Simmons. Ridley, I think, did Ridley sign? Because apparently, I don't think he did. There's apparently a big contract, a big, I guess, an offer on the table from the Patriots right now. So we'll see what happens, but he's out of the pay range, dude. He had over 1,000 yards. The only reason why he's not with the Jags right now is because the Jaguars would have had to give up like a 2nd-round pick to the Falcons if he stayed on the roster. And they already signed, the Jags already signed Gabe Davis already, so he's not going back over there. So it's either he's going to take this dealers and wait it out for other teams, I guess. I mean, Calvin Ridley on the Eagles would be great, but his statistics were too good last year for him to just come in as a number 3. It's just not going to happen unless he's going to take a lot less money. So we'll see what happens with that, But Justin Simmons is very realistic. Very realistic. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. Big B with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. So news coming out. Bradbury Sweat and our first for Patrick Surtain. Oh my god. Stop with the Patrick Surtain stuff. Stop it. I don't know why. Like any other corner, I feel good. Every time I hear Patrick Surtain's name, I get angry. I don't know why. It's not because I don't know what it is. Like I don't see them going after if they trade for a cornerback, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if they trade for Patrick Surtain. I'll be shocked if they go after Asante Samuel Jr. I'll be dead shocked over it. Dead shocked over it. Let's see here. Appreciate super chat, by the way, man. Let's see. Joey, cap space has been adjusted. Yeah, it's already been adjusted. $39 million. That's where they're at. 39 million. That is it, dude. They still got a nice big chunk of change left. Oh, here we go. I think we got the news on. We have the news on the Brazil game. What is this, a video? Oh. Says the Eagles are set to host the Steelers in 2024. Could NFL Brazil be sharing some clues into who the Eagles may be facing off in week 1 in Brazil? And there's like a picture of a Russell Wilson jersey, because Russell Wilson is now with the Steelers. And I don't know what this story is. Apparently something from Brazil. So it looks like it could be Eagles Steelers. Eagles Steelers in Brazil. Friday Night Football. Is it going to be so nice to have a game on Friday night into the weekend? So just in case we get pissed off, and we shouldn't, but yeah. Multiple NFL insiders have now suggested the Philadelphia Eagles could be a team that trades for Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields. Better be playing on some good grass. No, we're gonna be playing on some fucking cobblestone. We're gonna be playing on cobblestone and rock. I hate that. You know what? Someone mentioned it in the first free agency stream I did. Somebody mentioned the Brazil game. I totally forgot about it. Like, I totally forgot about the Brazil game. Like, totally forgot about it. But we got DC Hammond. Welcome to the Camper Tier, man. Becoming a member, supporting the channel, the extra draft content. I actually have a video out. I have a bunch of draft content out for it right now. But I actually have another video out. Not right now. It's already edited. I just haven't put it out yet. So I should have that updated by tonight. And appreciate you joining up. Make sure you check the pinned comment. We have over 1,100 people in the chat. Thank you, DC, for joining up. Thank you for joining. Over 1,100 people, 1,200 people. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Eagles news every single day. We're gonna do another stream tomorrow. We're doing the same thing as usual. We're gonna keep this thing going. We'll have the shakedown this weekend. We'll have, we have content all the time. So it's always busy. It's the off season. It's crazy. It's going to get more crazy. More things are going to happen. We haven't even hit the surface on all these other trades. Couple trades that can happen. HaasonReddick, a whole bunch of stuff going after linebacker, a whole bunch of things. So make sure you subscribe. Let's try to get 1,000 likes today, 800 likes, 900 likes. Let's try to get close to there today. So I appreciate it so much, guys. Make sure you check the pinned comment in the description and in the live chat as well for the memberships as well, for the extra content if you guys do want that, for any tier, doesn't matter, just for support and the extra content. So I do appreciate it so much, guys. Much love, guys. Let's see. Parker the Fly said it would be kind of weird to wear them in week 1. They probably never do it anyway. Philly024 says Shane Bivens, just because Trotter is his father, doesn't make him good. It's like saying Bronny James is going to be good because of LeBron. All right. So the truth with me is I don't have this love affair with Trotter Jr. like everybody else does. I just don't. I just don't. I have no. For me, I just don't really have anything. Don't really have anything to say that I don't have this. Everyone says I have this big love affair for Chauncey. Maybe I do. I don't know. But for me, I don't have this love affair thing going on with Trotter Jr. I don't. As an added piece to a good group, yes. As the piece, no. Not interested in it. Fangio likes his linebackers a little bit bigger. Pause. But we'll see. So Ladd McConkey is doing his I think he's doing his pro day today or something. Ladd McConkey with the official 4.04 short shuttle, 6.72 3-cone times today at the pro day. That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. So DeVante Parker. There's some next gen stats with DeVante Parker. His rankings of his separation. Okay. Like the separation, like how much separation does he get? And it ranks out of all the receivers. 2000. He's been dead last 4 straight years. He's been dead last 4 straight years in separation. Interesting. Maybe he is a camp body. Maybe he is a camp body. Maybe he's just trying out. I guess. I'm not sure. I honestly don't even know. I don't know. He was 2020, he was 132 out of 132. 21, he was 127 out of 127. 22, he was 122 out of 122. And this past year, he was 115 out of 115. That's kind of crazy. Just saying. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of shows like it kind of shows as of right now, like that Parker's just coming in for a tryout. I mean, I don't even know what that is now. If that's the case, like, is he really that bad? Like, I mean, he can't even produce a little bit for us. I guess we'll find out. DB says, yeah, he sucks. That's what I've been saying. Separation has been a problem his entire career. That's why Miami let him go. Francis, separation is dumbass and worthless stat. Yeah, I don't know, dude, because like 2 years ago, I don't know. I haven't looked at too much from last year. I know 2 years ago he was he wasn't bad 2 years ago. And he was one of the more he was more of the, focal point guys, him and Nelson Aguilar. I don't know. Chris Scott says Eric Cooper and Junior Colson are 2 perfect fits for Fangio's defense. You have to be really good in coverage. Tyler Boyd, I don't even think he signed yet. Yeah, I don't think he signed yet. I don't know, dude. I like these receivers in the draft a lot. I really do. I would love to produce a guy, to be honest. A Donnie Mitchell, from Texas. Like, I want a big receiver, not only for now, but I want to draft somebody for the future. Like, that's why I don't want to draft one of the smaller guys like Worthy or McConkey, just because, like, if AJ Brown does leave in a couple years, after a couple years, then you have 2 similar size receivers for the future. Like, I think you need a bigger guy in there. Donnie Mitchell will probably be a better, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Like DeVante Parker, it is what it is. Like, I've never seen that separation stat. Like, that's kind of like, I don't know. I know DeVante Parker's not the player he used to be like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like they see. I don't know. I feel like they see something in him. I don't know. Cunningham and Cooper would be awesome. Eagles Clip says. Yeah, that Leggett dude is yeah. I mean, that guy's got size and speed. Like, that's another receiver I really like too. They need a jump ball guy. They need a jump ball guy with speed. That's what they need. That's what they need. Leggett, or Donnie Mitchell. Like, one of those two. Who chased that? Saw something about Hunter Renfrow getting released soon. You think we'll go after him? I don't know. I haven't even really watched him the last couple of years, but I know the Raiders have been a fucking disaster though. They probably won't anymore. We'll see what it looks like going. Yeah, Keon Coleman is like a baby Metcalf. John says Trotter Jr. is too small. He's average size for today's linebacker. However, I'd pass on too. Let's see. Henry says we need to target teams who needs to give players away because they have no cap space. We have 10 picks. We don't need all 10, like the Chargers, Mac, Bosa, Keenan, Mike Williams, etc. That should be a key right now. I mean, how many yards did Keenan Allen have last year? What's this? Someone give me the stats on Keenan Allen. He's probably out of price range as well, and he's an older guy. So I don't care. You know, I'm only saying that because Kellen Moore was there last year. What is Keenan? What? Someone just copy and paste Keenan Allen's stats. Greg Knowles, I'm high on wide receiver, running back, and cornerbacks in this draft. They are the deepest classes. Tommy said, I see the Chiefs taking another, either Donnie Mitchell, Pete Thomas, or Worthy at 32. He had 1,200 yards. Okay, well, he's gonna be out of price. He's gonna be out of price. The receiver Donnie Mitchell won 2 national championships at Georgia before transferring to Texas. Yeah, he was definitely good last year. We already have Trotter Jr. His name is Nakobe Dean. Yeah, Keenan Allen still got it, man, at his age. No, so the thing about it is you don't have to guess on any player. Like a person with common sense, good, look it up for yourself instead of talking out your ass. A lot of people do that, but a lot of people like to just 103 receptions. Damn, dude, that's wow. That's pretty damn productive, man. He was the only good receiver they had. Mike Williams was hurt, and they have a first round bust receiver that's been there. I mean, they really don't have anybody else. It was Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler's with Washington now. $6.94. What's going on, man? With the super chat, thanks so much. Says you getting a Saquon jersey? Probably not. Probably not. Not right now. I'm not, because I know those jerseys are going to be up. What's your thoughts on running back Dylan Love of New Hampshire, later picking the draft? I think he's got that dual threat capability. He's he could receive the ball, he catch the ball out of the backfield. I think the Eagles did. Oh, they talked to him. I think it was during the senior. I think it was like the Senior Bowl or something like that. But I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with that other running back spot. They're gonna fill it up with like a maybe more of a dual threat type guy, or we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Looked at Brown and Smith separation ranks last year. Brown was 65 and Smith 45. So take that stat however you'd like. That's horrible, man. That means they're really bad. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that stat. I mean, I've never heard of a separation stat. I mean, how the fuck do you figure that out? Like, does some guy sit there and like rank every? I don't know. Like that's hard to like kind of figure out. Mike Williams was 6'5", 60, about 28. Get him on a 2-year deal. He's good. Go get it, guy, if you ask me. How many injuries has that guy had? Has he been injured like twice? Like 2 big injuries? Or has he only had like 1 big injury so far? Eagles fans, if the Chargers cut Allen, the Giants will snatch him up. Yeah, maybe. Ravens are saying, Danica says, Ravens are saying starting to outright Morgan Moses to the New York Jets as part of a pick swap. Interesting. Kirk Cousins just put a video up. Thank you, Minnesota. I had to do a damn thing for you when it mattered the most. Philly Sports Wraps and Chargers will likely have to release or trade either Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Keenan Allen, or Mike Williams for the top dragon. Keenan Allen is the safest among the four. Also, you think they keep, so they might be keeping Keenan Allen. Joseph Cooper or Wilson would be my picks at linebacker. Cooper, though, I would say is better in coverage, but I'd take either player. Yeah, I want to see what trades they're trying to make right now. That's going to really turn this whole thing around. Time Vice is breaking news. Cowboys will promote Trey Lance to their starting running back. D-Max says Keenan Allen had over 100 catches last season. He's 31. Not comparing the two, but Kellen will change some of the things about Parker. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's something in the tank. Like for if DeVante Parker is not going to get much attention in this offense regarding, like, you know, because of what's going to be around him, I think it's just added luxury of what he could do not being the focal point. I think that's where he will kind of just go, you know, will be a little, you know, he'll be a nice stride for us. I'm hoping. If he makes it out of camp, he looks good in camp. Well, we'll find out. That's what camp is there for. So I guess we'll see. Stars are 25 over the cap. Yeah, who's taking over all that money over there? Philly Fly 1906. What's going on, man? With the super chat, thank you so much, man. It says, what up, Joey? When you plan on buying your ticket to New Orleans, let's go. Yeah, I've never been over there, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. It's just gonna depend on my schedule with, you know, with work and what's going on for the week, and it's gonna depend this year. We'll see if we can. I can go, but re-sign Oz. Bar said we should have waited a little bit and put Tyler Boyd in the cart. I think we just gotta give it time, dude. Like it's early. DeVante Parker as our fourth receiver is awesome. As our third is all right. I prefer something better. Yeah, we'll let's just see what happens. Like, we have to wait and see. Parker might play really well as a number 3. I mean, you never know. You know, just gotta give it time. You know. Hey, brother Hambles, Jason Kelsey on the Barkley signing. This is what I'm regretting. I knew when I retired that I was going to miss just an outstanding season for the Eagles, and it sucks. I want to be part of this so bad. I don't know, dude. I don't know why you retired then. I don't know why he did then. Bryce, the Eagles offense is going to be scary as hell, I believe. I mean, look, dude, like, you make a couple more moves on defense, use the rest of these picks for your defense, a couple for, you know, offensive line, and you really don't have to add much to your offense anymore. Offensive line's like the only thing you really got to add at this point. Then you got the undrafted free agent pool. The Eagles like to hit on some of those guys there, at least a guy come out of there with a nice hit for a depth piece or something like that. You know, you got to put points on the board. Like, you got to put points on the board, and now you actually have a 3-down back. I think the whole world, not even just the Eagle fans, the whole entire world is going to want to see what Saquon Barkley can do in front, like with a top 3 offensive line in front of him with all these weapons surrounding. Barkley has really put himself in a good position, not only to get the money that he wanted, but to really show off what the Giants have been missing out on, not getting their shit together for 6-7 years. Okay. Or whatever, 6 years, 6 years, whatever. However it's been at this. Eggs guy was waiting patiently for this announcement of Simmons to Philly. I'm feeling that's going to be the move today. Justin Simmons is still out there, bro. Still out there. Still out there, ready to go. The Texans are trading defensive tackle Malik Collins to the 49ers. I'm telling you, dude, the 49ers, they got like, I'm telling you right now, they got a couple, they're lucky right now because they're lucky they're not paying a quarterback right now. They're very lucky they're not paying a quarterback because I'm telling you right now, like once, I'm telling you, Purdy is gonna get fucking paid, dude. It's gonna get paid. So they're trying to find, so they've been trying to find a replacement for Armstead. Armstead's still out there, dude. Like, why isn't Armstead's what, 30 years old, 31? Forgot what he is, but Armstead's still out there. He'd be a nice rotational piece. At this point, he'll probably be a rotational piece for somebody. Armstead's still out there. Josh says Kellen can create all plays for these guys. He wants the major factors that Jalen improves his reads. Last year wasn't good, but the play calling was so bad. I don't hold him at fully. No, I know. I will never hold Jalen fully accountable for what the fuck he had to deal with last year. And all the leaks that came out that, him and Brian Johnson, Hurts and Brian Johnson, and Nick were bumping heads all the time, butting heads all the time. And, there was rumors that, Jalen Hurts was having meetings with Nick every single week to change the offense, and Nick would put it under the rug. And Nick didn't know how to change the offense because there's too many young coaches around him that don't know what they're doing. They didn't have experienced coaches around the offense, no experienced coaches around the defense. That's the reason why for this downfall, man. It's not enough. I think Kellen Moore's going to get the best out of Jalen Hurts, man. I agree. Pretty sure Armstead is a post-June 1st cut. He can't sign. So that means he can't sign with anybody till after June. So he can't even look for it. You can't really even do anything till that point. Saint says Niners lost Chase Young too after trading for him. Watch him go back to Washington. He's visiting a couple teams. He's not going back to Washington. He's visiting a couple teams. Washington got rid of him. Like the new regime got rid of Chase Young. Montez Sweat's playing out of his mind. I mean, Montez Sweat's playing really good in Chicago. Fantastic. Jonglin says, hey, Joey, on Eagles Nation, they're saying we're trying to trade for Surtain, giving up Sweat and Bradbury and a draft pick. I don't see it happening, man. Let's see here. The Ravens are trading offensive tackle Morgan Moses to the Jets. Free agency starts at 4 p.m. Baltimore and New York swap 4th round picks, and the Ravens receive an additional 6th rounder. So a Deebo Samuel, he changed his number to number 1. Of course he would, because he thinks he's like that fucking great. Guy is a clown. Clown show. It's the clown show. Bill Hope says Parker doesn't feel like Kellen Moore signing. I hope they draft one with our 2nd or 3rd. It's such a good wide receiver. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. If they're gonna put all their money into, they're gonna put all their eggs into one basket with DeVante Parker, then they feel good about him. I mean, Howie Roseman's not gonna give us a real answer on it. He'll be like, "Oh, he's a great player," and man, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be done. I feel like Jason will come back sometime this offseason. I don't know. If anything, I see us getting Snead for Sweat and a third. No. Dude, you know what? Dude, like, yeah, L'Jarius Sneed, you have to trade for him. That's number one. Okay. There is no way. Okay, there's no interest. I think the Titans are like the hot team right now, trying to get Snead right now. I said we got 39 million cap, trading Sweat and extending Bradbury will open up even more space. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean the Reddick stuff is gonna just give us the Reddick will give us almost $50 million, close to it. See, Deontay Johnson would have been a really. Here's another. No, that was from yesterday. Steelers saying Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers. Oh, he's not doing shit there. I'm not even a big fan of Bryce Young, to be honest. I don't like Bryce Young at all. CJ Stroud, fuck yeah, dude. CJ Stroud is fucking amazing. Bryce, I don't know. Bryce Young, I'm not really too high on here, but. Number one, because he's the first to cry. Or just Saquon Barkley's cap hit is less than 4. It's 3.9. It's very low this year. He also changed his name to Samuel Jr. Let's see. Josh says Chiefs signed Matt Array as a punter. I'm glad this kid is getting a chance again. Oh, he actually got signed? I haven't heard nothing on him even last offseason. I heard nothing on him. There we go. So Willie Gay signed. So Willie Gay signed yesterday too. I didn't know Willie Gay signed yesterday. Willie Gay signed a 1-year deal with the Saints. So let's see. 4 hours ago, this is Adam Schefter on 975 JK show. Says just because it's the third day of free agency doesn't mean that there's not going to be a linebacker there a week before the draft. Philly will be monitoring for sure, but I'm not sure anything is imminent on a linebacker. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you right now, you cannot keep this, but you cannot keep linebacker the way it is right now. You just can't. Zach Bond's a nice depth piece that actually is probably a lot better than what we've had all around last year. Oh, this is crazy, guys. It's crazy stuff. Bryce Young is a rookie dealing with the worst offense in the league. I get it. They're not a great team, so I get it. You know, this is how these quarterbacks get fucking ruined. The next move is going to be Justin Simmons today. I'll be shocked if Justin Simmons doesn't want to play for Vic Fangio, or unless the Eagles don't want to add another safety to the group. But I heard yesterday that they weren't done. I heard yesterday they weren't done at all. I heard rumor that they're going to add 2 safeties, 2 bodies. Craig says Bryce Young is not good. All you can give him is weapons and still be trash. Chris says KC said a third and a player would get a trade done. Yeah, I mean, the compensation has to be less because then you got to pay the guy. You can't charge a first round pick and then you got to pay this guy like 72 guaranteed, you know, whatever it's going to be. Jalen Johnson got fucking paid. I mean, he got paid. No doubt got paid. Steve says, we're not getting any big cornerback on the trade. It's not happening. We can get them in the draft. Question Taylor. Kelly said he's still going to the facility to work out. Kind of say we might not be fully done. Dude, is he seriously saying he's going to go to the facility and work out? Dude, like, I'm telling you right now, that shit that he put us through at that fucking press conference, I swear to God, dude. Like, it's killing him right now. Texans just made a trade. Yeah, the Texans trade one of their, a DT? Whatever it was. Yeah, Malik Collins. So let's see. NFL available free agent. Oh, that's from yesterday. Okay, I was making. Nicholas Morrow signed with the Bills. God, he is trash. My God. Shefty is Captain Obvious. Steve said, that's crazy. All those 4 players are going to be less than $40 million in cap space. Nicholas Jackson with the super chat says, we need a guard. Don't worry about the guard spot too much as you're going to be like, oh my God, oh, Kelsey's gone. Don't worry about it too much because, you know, the actually Matt Hennessy and Tyler Steen could be in the competition for that right guard spot, but they might draft another one and you know, I think in the second round with the first 3 picks. Don't worry about the guard spot as much. We'll be fine. It will be taken care of. Trust me. They will make sure that is 100% filled up and ready to go. Appreciate the super, by the way, Nick. Times, I'm telling you, Joey, Kylie gave Kelsey an ultimatum last year, and it was his last. You could see it in his eyes. He really wants to. I really fucking hope not. I hope that Kelsey wants to leave on his own terms. I'm telling you right now, like, if she made him do that, then I don't even fucking know. You know, easy for her to just sit home, take care of these fucking kids, and, like, you know, have Jason make all this fucking money every single year. It must be really nice life. You know, the guy's passionate about football. The guy's passionate about what he does in his career. But I hope that's not the case. That things change when you're married and have children. You know what, dude? You know what? If there's one income coming into the household, you keep it the way it is, man. I mean, it's not like she's not an Eagles fan. It's not like she's not into football or she's, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know. Kelsey's on his podcast that baby wouldn't let him anymore. That sucks. Watch, DeVante Smith is going to retire like after next year because he has his kid now and he's married now. You know, what if DeVante Smith says, I retire, I need to focus on my family? We'd be all right with that, right? We'd be fine with that. Drew says, who got tired of getting forked by her yoga teacher? She needed Brady home. What? Oh, Giselle got tired of being porked by. Oh my God, I saw that news. Giselle, who cares why he did it? Can we just move on? No. Well, if he stops saying things like, I want to come back and I wish, I'm dying to just be around this. And I mean, it doesn't help that he says all that shit. Or you do realize he's in a car crash every play. You want to be able to walk when you're in your 50s. Dude, I'm kidding. Like, I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke out of it. You guys need to relax. Like, if he retired, I'm happy for him. He retires. I don't care. I just make a joke out of it, you know? You know? But when he says things on his podcast that he wants to be back, and he knows all the Eagle fans, you know, when you say this shit on New Heights and you're not saying it behind the scenes, like you don't keep the shit behind the scenes, you know what's gonna happen. Come on now. Let's see here. So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is chosen as running mate. The person accepted. Wait, what? What's going on? The Shane says Kelsey was bottom of the tush push every Sunday. He deserves some rest, man. Much love and respect to that one guy. How dare you make a joke about Kelsey? It's not a joke at him. It's just like everybody was just making it seem like, you know, he's like 100% whipped or something. Black Panther says, hopefully we don't need to do the brotherly shove as much. No, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't mind doing it. I don't even care if they even got rid of it, to be honest. It wouldn't even matter to me as much. But the whole problem I have right now is like, not even a problem, but I mean, you better use Saquon Barkley. Like you better do something. I mean, I'm waiting for them to sign another running back, whether it's the third day of the draft or, you know, they get somebody else or, you know, I think they're still going to do, they're still going to do it. I mean, it's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it's probably still going to happen. Johnny Pace the super chat. He says 1,000,000% Kylie didn't do that. She supports everything he does. His ankles were taped when he did the press conference. He's in pain always. I get it. I get it. Oh, Chris says, but Kelsey needs to step away. Stop talking football. Exactly. He never said he wished he didn't retire. People just were twisting his words. He said, I knew how he would do some shit like this after I retired. Oh, he just misses being around it, you know. Gary says, seems like we can't get a deal done with Simmons. Reports keep saying we're trying to get Simmons, but it's been 3 days. Like, just signed the paper. Oh, dude, it's give it time. I mean, it's still early today. The Eagles were doing other things yesterday, so I've heard no Justin Simmons news. The less I hear about Justin Simmons, the better it is, actually. Like, if I only hear Justin Simmons rumored to, the only rumor I heard was him going to the Titans, because the Titans were interested in Chauncey and they lost out. Titans interested now in Justin Simmons now. See, ankles taped had nothing to do with being in pain. Trophy for Johnny Woke. Ski mask. Howie. Butterfly said Judge Jefferson might go to the Bengals. He ain't getting traded. That's definitely not happening. That I'll say is definitely not happening. I don't think so. I think we're good on that front. But so far, guys, I mean, free agency has been pretty damn good. EC says, would you sign Juju Smith? Dude, after all that's happened, do you honestly think I would sign that guy? I don't even think he's good. I mean, he's not even, I mean, he thought he was the number one in Pittsburgh. He wins the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. Obviously. No, I would never sign that guy. I don't even care. Guy says, I do think he'll replace Stout when Stout retired. Oh, yeah. I mean, he's learned a lot. I mean, he's learned so much. I mean, Jason Kelsey could be our coach for, and you know he'll never leave. He'll work there to the day he retires from coaching. I mean, he'll be there for years. I'm not worried about him not working for the team, because I know he'll be heavily involved later on. So I think definitely that could definitely happen, no doubt. Definitely happened, dude. Definitely happened. We got over 1,000 in the chat still. We've been streaming for the last, what? 2.5 hours as of right now, and the Eagles are quiet today. Which, you know, a lot of signings have happened, but there are rumors on. I mean, we're still looking for a trade for the secondary, a trade for a linebacker, apparently. You know, whatever they're going for there. I mean, there's rumors on Josh Sweat getting traded from what he said on Instagram the other day, waiting on that. HaasonReddick. The Eagles have 39 million in cap space. They're top 10 in the league in cap space right now, and they could save even more money at this point. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you like the video as well. So appreciate it. Or like the stream, you know, as much as possible. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today. Check out the pinned comment for memberships, all the extra content, all that great stuff. And we'll be doing this tomorrow as well. So we're doing this tomorrow as well. We will be there. Making sure we're okay here. Let's see. Eden says, Joey said Aaron Rodgers is about to be the vice president. I read some stupid news on that. What's going on? Jake got extended? Oh, seriously? What? Eagles and Jake Elliott reached an agreement on so if you restructure, so before I read this, if they restructured his contract, they would have saved $1.8 million. So let's see what this says. Eagles and Jake Elliott reached an agreement on a 4-year, $24 million contract extension. The $6 million average per year ties Elliott with Justin Tucker for the highest paid kicker in NFL history per source. Elliott is coming off of a season in which he connected on a career best 93.8% of his field goals. Damn. So how many more? All right, now we have something to do. So let's check out Jake Elliott right now. His contract as of right now. Connection is not what? Having an issue with this. Why? All right, I can't go to that website. I don't know why. So Jake Elliott gets an extension. Huh. Oh no, I mean Jake Elliott was. I mean, there were some games about the fucking Bills get. I mean, it was a lot of games. That 48. What was it? A 48 yarder in fucking rain. I mean, dude, like Jake Elliott. I mean, yeah, he's starting to get the Justin Tucker status now. He's starting to be in that realm now. Like no joke. Oh, it was 59, not 48. 59. Yeah, 59 yarder, dude, in like pure fucking rain and wind. I mean, he was flawless, man. Flawless. Well, that's great. That's awesome. That's great. Can't complain about that. How many years did he have? I don't even know how many years he had. Oh, he definitely deserves that. The cap hits are probably nothing for this year. Probably not. Plus, who's going to beat their asses at golf and ping pong? That's true. He's the best at that. Huh. Why can't I go to this damn site? It's telling me that it's like There it is. Okay. Let's see. Is so a 4-year extension. Why is it saying that it's not secure? What? That's so weird why it's doing that. I'm trying to look. I mean, I always go on this site and it's fine. All right, let's check Jake Elliott's contract right now. All right. Oh, so this would have been his last year? So this would have been his last year this year because he's voided for his contract's voided next year. So this year, if he didn't get that extension, so he would have had a 5.9 cap number. Oh, they totally lessened it. It's not going to say it here, but they totally lessened that cap hit this year. So that cap hit would have been what, $6 million, almost $6 million this year. His base salary is 3.4. That's a lot. I mean, his kicker, he's getting a lot of money. I mean, for a kicker, he's getting a lot of fucking money, no doubt. Damn. So he's voided next year. So another four years. Yeah, that definitely spread out now. So those cap numbers are gonna be low. Especially this year, it's definitely gonna be low. It definitely stretched out a little bit. Which is good. You gotta lock up your kicker, man. It's one of the most important positions. I know, like, so apparently it's gonna open $1 to $2 million in cap space. My guess, Jake Elliott signing will open up $1 to $2 million cap space, but overall not a move that will impact much. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? Won't impact much. See what this fucking guy did last year? Like, really, you see what he did last year? Damn, that's great. He deserves it, man. I didn't expect that to happen right now. I'm going to get me a Kelly Green Elliott jersey. Shit, dude. That's good. Well, Jake Elliott. Well, Jake Elliott's not on the list, obviously, because he wasn't supposed to be a free agent anyway. Let's see. Free agent cornerback Artie Burns is returning to the Seahawks on a 1-year deal. Okay. God, give me. All right, so they just started doing shit now. So Levante Davis signed a 1-year deal for $10 million. At Jake Elliott, dude, I like it. I like it. Howie must have woke up. Howie just woke up. He just woke up right now. Yeah, the 61 during our Super Bowl year made him a hero. Oh, yeah, that was the start of something special. I have that recorded, by the way. I was at that game. I recorded my reaction to that shit when I was at the game. I don't know if anyone's been around my channel for that long, but yeah. All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles have signed Jake Elliott for a four-year, $24 million contract. $6 million per year ties Elliott with Justin Tucker, the highest paid kicker in NFL history. Damn, dude. Good for him. Good for him, man. Can't complain about that. Elliott hits terrible. Yeah, he does. Well, remember, like, how many games did we play in bad weather last year? Almost like every fucking game last year. It was almost like to a point where we're playing in rain. It benefited us mostly, you know. Well, it's all who cares if we don't save. If we save just like $1 million or $2 million and we don't save a bunch of money, who cares? It doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. It depends how much that cap hit is. It's probably not much. Probably not much. It's only, you know, what? I mean, it's 6 million per year, and the cap number is probably not that much at all. Philly Fly 1906 for the super chat, man. Said Jake takes a bite of pudding before each kick. Yeah, well, hopefully not Slay's banana pudding. I don't want him to turn to a big bitch. So oh God. I have every time I don't know, it reminds me of him. I don't know. I hate, you know. I don't know. I have no idea. I gotta relax. I gotta relax. I Slay. I have like I can't stand that fucking guy. I can't stand that guy at all. You know what I would rather do than interview Slay? I would choke on his wife's banana pudding than interview Slay. What I would rather do. What I would rather do. uh Nick said, I keep getting reports on the Eagles going after Devin White. Justin Fields mentions of Justin Simmons, and yup, the man Packers retain. Howie's really wanting to keep putting in that work. Until I see it, I won't believe it. But we have some news on the tight end front for the Browns, or at least for the Raiders. Tight end Harrison Bryant reached an agreement with the Raiders on a 1-year, $3.25 million deal with a max value of $4 million per source. That interview was pretty awkward. I mean, it's probably, I mean, no, I mean, from Philly Mike's perspective, it's probably not awkward. The thing is, like, he can't, like, be like, you gotta ask, like, neutral questions, you know? So good for him, man. That's great that he can get, you know, I mean, I wish I could do shit like that. I have no interest in doing, the only interest I have in doing is sitting on here and just fucking chilling. Like that is it. That's all I'm doing. That is it. Those guys, I'm glad that we have content creators that do that, because I couldn't do that. So shout out to Philly Mike for that. Yeah, said once Kelsey saw Barkley and Sonskar are here, no way he's not considering giving it one more shot. He should. Giannis says it's duck poo soft. Every time I see it, it's crusty and white. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Slay a country grammar ass nonsense. Nah. He's not my type, dude. Not my type. I want to say there you go again, going for the wives. No, that's a stupid joke that Philly made up, and everybody says that. Nick said she put something in that pudding, convincing the team to succeed. All right. Oh man, I can't, man. Dallas radio stations are going after Cowboys content creators, bro. They're a complete shit show. Wait, what? Why? Well, I mean, I haven't really. I think I've watched like a one Mark Holmes video. I think that's like the only thing. So Jeff McClain just reported. Okay, Jake Elliott, huh? Jake Elliott. Oh my God, Slay just fucking tweeted something out. Speaking of the fucking guy here. Man, they're treating the safety market like they did the running backs last offseason. Dude, go fucking golf. Go golf or something. Nate says Patrick Surtain is making 20.5 this year. He is a free agent in 25, according to Spot Tracks. Broncos somehow have 44 million in cap space this year, according to Over the Cap. Guy says no more Joey Shakes. It's Joey Slays. No, it's definitely not. Days of Slay been around for a bit. Just a 1-year captain. Why? Because he's clown shoes. Harry Roseman is a shook night of draft day. Oh my God. What? You mean Linval, Joseph? They didn't sign Linval. Linval's I don't know. He only signed a 1-year deal with the Chargers last year. Linval was good for us. Yeah, so they got the Eagles have, oh my God, is this Cowboy fan flipping out? I used to be happy to be a Cowboy. Yeah, they're a fucking disaster. Bubba Dub isn't happy with the Cowboys. Who the fuck is Bubba Dub?
I remember when you wearing this right here. It meant something to be a Cowboy. It meant something to be a Cowboy fan. Jerry Jones, you done took that away from me. I used to be happy to be a Cowboy fan. Now I just want to put y'all in the trash. Man, them bought a house in Dallas, and we done found out that you got a secret dog.
It's bad, guys. Put your hand on somebody's shoulder today and give them support. If you could interview any current Eagle player, who would it be? Right now? Oh man. Any Eagle player right now would probably be AJ Brown, to be honest. It would probably be AJ Brown. I would absolutely love it. Would love it. Big Chris says Tone Shields back to Chalk It Up Sports crying about Jakeem Media. Tone's a good guy, man. Tone's a really good guy. Tone had to display. He had to explain the whole situation. Like, don't blame for, you know what I mean? He's not, because people were thinking that he has bad blood with them and stuff like that. That's not the case. You know, he's just got to explain to people, because people are running a false narrative about it. They're creating a rumor about it that's not even true. Ryan says these streams never fail to make me laugh. You guys, I didn't start any of that shit. You mentioned Slay. I start, you know what I mean? You mentioned Slay. I start saying stupid shit. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. My last chat was in response to a question on all current player interest. Oh, you're just talking. So you're talking about just in general, just typing stuff in general, just seeing what rumors pop up. No, I get it. I'm kidding. Like I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say like what anybody says is not stupid because things happen. You know what I mean? Not hating Slay, just says some odd stuff. Odd. Joey, you getting a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson jersey? I might. I actually might. It might happen. Frank says, hate how so many people drag AJ down. He keeps it too real for some, I guess. Dave says that's true. He's contact shy, but you'd miss him if he wasn't out there. They should definitely sign Cat Williams. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. So at least they did something today. I don't believe that's gonna be it though. Yo, join my Call of Duty stream, bro. Like, why do I never see any all these NFL players, all they fucking do is play either GTA or Call of Duty. It's like the same fucking game every time. You notice that? Like, I hate Call of Duty. I stopped playing it years ago. Like, I bought, I think, Black Ops 3, I think, is the last one I played. Gold Hill says, what do you think about switching Sidney Brown to corner? I like Sidney Brown as a safety, dude. I like him a lot more as a safety. I think he covers a lot of ground with his feet. He made some good stops at safety last year when he had opportunity, man. A couple late coverages helping the cornerback out. I thought he did really good. Yo, those GTA roleplay videos are pretty damn good. They're actually really they're entertaining. Are you still playing TCM? Yeah, I haven't played in a while. I've been playing another game, but I'm getting back into it, so. Call of Booty. Thomas says that was one of the worst Call of Duties I returned. Black Ops 3 a half hour after getting in it. Yeah, after I played zombie mode, I was pretty much fucking done. I didn't like the zombie mode at all. I can't stand it. They said if Sidney Brown sits behind Shize for some time, he'll be a dog. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think just learning from him and I think he'll fit. I think Sidney Brown is gonna be a fucking star. I honestly really do. Dude, that's the game I've been playing, dude. I'm already level 50. I'm maxed out with everything. I got everything already done. Everything's done. The cosmetics are all done, both the premium and regular war. But I'm done, dude. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the small little update tomorrow. So that's what I've been playing. Helldivers 2. It's fantastic. That's the game I've been playing every day. They said Zach Ertz admits the only reason he chose to go watch is because it was the closest he could possibly get to Philly. Okay. Helldivers 2 is fantastic. It's the best co-op game I've ever played. Josh says Sidney and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the field at the same time would be wild. Yeah, he's coming off. Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's coming off an ACL, dude. He was playing in a meaningless fucking game, unfortunately, and that's what happened. It's on PS5 and PC right now. Nick says, my point, he wishes he could still be an Eagle, Joey. Damn, wake up, brother. I never wake up. I'm always asleep. All right. So we have an update on the cap. So according to Over the Cap, signing Jake Elliott to an extension could actually save the Eagles 1.9 in cap space for 24. Howie fucking Roseman, dude. The Eagles will be at like 4.4 over 4 to 4.1 million dollars. Come on now. Come on now. Maddox, no, he's visiting the Saints, and that was the last news we saw from him. That he was visiting the Saints, and that was pretty much it. So that's all. That was pretty much all that was going on. Let's see. Hold on. Nifty 350D, what's going on, man? It says Uncle Ruckus here. We need more white players. Why is that? Appreciate the super, but why is that? Excuse me, what free agent do y'all want the most right now? Free agent wise, I want Justin Simmons here. I want Justin Simmons in the building right now. Totally is true, my friend. Louis Dallas is Sweat or Hassan. I'm keeping Hassan over Sweat. 100%. This Bryce Huff and HaasonReddick on opposite sides is going to be great. Philly Fly 1906 says with Super Chat, thank you so much, man. He says the way Howie is cooking, he's gonna get kidnapped by the government. When's the last time we had a really good free agency like this? Because the Eagles never have this much cap space. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why. Like, the Eagles never had the cap space that they have, like, right now. You know? That's a fact. It's a total fact. Aaron Jones says, Joe, do you think... appreciate the super, by the way, Philly Fly. Aaron Jones said, do you think Tanner McKee is ready to take over the backup QB role and we just add a low-cost QB3 to compete in camp? Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they really have it. You know, the Justin Fields shit, I'll believe it when I see it. But, you know, Tanner McKee will still be here. Easton Stick is another quarterback that apparently is highly rumored to come to Philadelphia. So I totally could see that happening. Easton Stick and, Tanner McKee will probably be your camp guys right now. So we'll wait on that. It'll probably happen sooner or later. Yeah, Jerome Baker is visiting a couple teams. The Tennessee Titans have a lot of interest in Jerome Baker. And Cameron Curl, I haven't heard nothing on Cameron Curl regarding if he's visiting teams, who's got interest in him, does he have any interest? No idea. Nick Bracey, I'm going to be really upset if we get rid of Reddick, man. It does not feel right. Let me tell you something. If I don't see it happening, and if it is over Sweat, I'll be really pissed off. Okay. They're taking advantage of the situation probably for comp picks and probably just in general because you know what? You signed Bryce Huff, okay? $17 million a year at 25 years old, turning 26. Okay. Josh Sweat is 26 years old, going into his prime years. This is the right moment for the Eagles to try to get some draft compensation for Josh Sweat. What are they going to get? I have no idea. But it's going to be really interesting. I don't know what's going to happen. How much we have? We have if the Jake Elliott shit is right, we have $40 to $41 million now. We have 41.5 million dollars right now. I'm telling you, with HaasonReddick, the extension, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like, you're past you're at 50 or past $50 million now. I mean, load the fuck up, dude. Load up. Don't spend all of it, but load up a little bit. You got some extra draft picks. You have some extra money. Deal with some stuff. See, Calvin Ridley is not expected to sign with the Jaguars for Bleacher. Ridley is expected to get 13 to 15 million. Yeah. He's going to the Patriots, bro. Going to the Patriots. That's what it sounds like. That's right. Niners are signing Chargers Kendricks to replace Greenlaw. Yeah, well, Kendricks isn't an upgrade. Kendricks is 100% not an upgrade. Curl went to. Did Curl sign already? Did he? Sometimes I forget because there's so much shit going on every day. Like with all these signings, I just start forgetting shit.
Signing with Philadelphia. How about this? Huge signing for.
Y'all look at the Jordan McGee from Temple, solid linebackers, QB in high school at my school. Have not checked that out. Brian said, I wonder if their holdup is with Simmons. Is it years or numbers? How old is he? 30, 31. 31 years old, I think. I don't know. Like, it could. I don't think there's any problems at all. I don't think there's any issues at all, to be honest. I don't think there's any issues whatsoever with Justin Simmons coming to the Eagles. I think it's going to happen. See, Nick says, never had this much cap space, and somehow Howie makes even more. I'm telling you, the more flexibility Howie Roseman has, I'm telling you, it's amazing what he could do. The more, like, Howie usually has the draft picks, never has the cap, and still does pretty damn well at times. But having the flexibility with the cap plus draft capital, I mean, it can be the most busy offseason he'll ever have. What other team is this actor trying to get better in year out? That's why I love being a Philly fan. Yeah, it's always exciting. And you always get surprised by shit every year. I know I have personal friends that are fans of other teams, not even New York teams, okay? That their teams never do shit. Ever. Look at the Jets. The Jets barely made moves. The Cowboys made one move. I can't even imagine, dude, being in a fucking. I mean, you gotta have a GM that knows how to, cover these numbers. But Eagles Central said the Eagles are not done adding to their secondary. Are still monitoring the market, says James Palmer, and that's been the same news the whole time. See here. He says, are we running it back with Bradbury this season? No, I don't think so. Give it time. Give it time because he doesn't have to get released until whenever, really. I think it's going to be a post-June release. And to be honest with you, if they have to keep him on the roster for some weird, odd reason, just bench his ass. He's only $4 million. He's only $4 million against the cap this year. His cap number is very, very small this year. Very small. $4 million. That's all it is. It's not much. You can keep him on the bench for that much money. It doesn't matter to me. It's not like he's getting 11, 12 million cap hit. So Curl is still available. Let's see, Nathan says Cowboys too busy getting Dolly to dress up like a cheerleader, equally repulsed and attracted. So confused. But hey, but hey. Just asking Joey how he would react if we get Surtain. I would, yeah, of course I would go nuts. I would be really happy, but I'd be like, man, like I'd be shocked because I would say to myself, man, like they're gonna take over a contract. They're gonna rework that deal, I guess. You know, does he want more than what he's making right now? I'll be shocked over it. I'll be really shocked. But he says everyone was saying fire Howie, but look how really since like 4 years ago, 4 seasons ago, when he really started to draft. Well, he started drafting better. That's been a really big step. DeVonte Smith, Landon Dickerson, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. I mean, you know, getting undrafted guys. You know, even getting Reed Blankenship, like you hit on draft picks, you hit on undrafted free agents, man. It's crazy. So it looks like Commanders and Pro Bowl special teamer Jeremy Reeves has to agree to terms on a 2-year deal. Jeremy Reeves used to be with us, I think. Be with us. So he gets re-signed. Sean says we have in-house replacements. Yeah, well, you need as much as possible. It's not enough. You need one more body. You need one more. No one has signed Tracy Walker yet. He's a 28-year-old vet from Detroit that was released because of cap. You know, Eddie Jackson hasn't really had a great season since like his first 2 years. Let's see, who would we replace Bradbury with then if we do get rid of him? I don't know. Apparently, you're going to get trapped. You're going to trade for Patrick Surtain or Asante Samuel Jr. from the Chargers, or you're going to go into this draft and go get your future corner at in the first round. I mean, that's where you're pretty much going with it. If you're going that direction, that's where you're going with it. That's where you're going to have to go with it. I know you really got no choice at this point. You know what I mean? See here. Yeah, Jake Elliott got an extension, $1 to $2 million cap savings. Yeah, people are gonna get so mad. It's like everybody just wants Surtain right now, but then we still need linebackers. Really, if they end up trading for a cornerback, all they would need is linebacker and maybe a depth piece on the edge or whatever they want to add more to free agency. It's really up to them. Because by next week, by like next Sunday, Monday, we're not going to have like a lot of. There's not going to be much left out there. Isaiah Simmons, an Eagle. Still need a linebacker, safety, cornerback. We will see about Howie. We will see. Breaking news: Eagles trading for Justin Fields to back up Jalen Hurts. Howie is trying to get Surtain. Jake Elliott got an extension. Kelly Green says, AJ Dillon got re-signed? Yeah, AJ Dillon did not get signed. He's got interest right now. The Cowboys are a team that has interest in AJ Dillon right now. The longer they wait on guys, the more they'll sign somebody. They're going to sign somebody. I don't know, with 2 point whatever million they have left. Justin Fields, the factory is back. The Rollins says the Titans are very interested in a potential trade for Chief star cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. Per same book, a 3rd round pick has been discussed. Yeah, they're not going to give up a lot for him. They're not going to give up a lot for him because they have to pay him at the end of the day. You got to be fair. Like, it's got to be fair on both sides. You can't, if it's a player that's up and coming, and I mean, it just depends. Like, if it's a player that's way too good, you know, and you do a non-exclusive tag on L'Jarius Sneed, so you could tag him and then trade him. You know, you're not gonna charge a whole lot, but because you know that team that's trading for that player is gonna have to pay that big ass contract. That's where things really start to change a little bit. You know what I mean? So you think Howie is gonna hold on? Think how he's going to juke you today? It's like he did yesterday and make an exciting move after the stream ends. Also, we need all the fans in the chat to leave our brother Joey a like on the stream, and I would appreciate it. Yeah, usually that's what happens. I left yesterday, and they signed 2 guys. You know, so it probably will happen again today. It wouldn't shock me. And thank you, Bumblebee, a lot. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button to this video, to this live stream, no doubt. Oh, am I on the wrong? I'm sorry. Sorry. I had the chat not even there. Sorry. Appreciate it so much. Sean says Walker's still out there. Curl is still out there. Do you think Howie drafts a center? No, because now you have 2. Now you have Jurgens is moving the center, and he's going to play fucking fantastic at that position. Okay, I'll tell you that he's going to play great. And then you just got Matt Hennessy in free agency. That was our 4th guy that we signed. Okay, and he plays guard and center. So I kind of questioned it in the beginning if Jurgens was going to, when Kelsey retired, if they want to keep Jurgens at right guard. But that's not the case. Jurgens is going to 100%. I know that Jurgens is going to play center. So. So Jerry Jones such a joke. He even said he was going all in. Yeah. So he fixed his quote and said, "Yeah, I said I was going to be all in, but I meant by re-signing players like Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons and." That's just bad. They have bad cap management. They don't do it like Howie Roseman can. Todd Rogers said, I like Ringo as Bradbury replacement. Looked good when he played. Yeah, it's not enough though. It's not enough. It's not enough time. Not enough time. He played like 2 really good games last year. The first 2 games under Matt Patricia, I thought he played really well. Nate says it would be best to get a corner in the draft. If certain stuff needs to go, they're not going to give him up. Ben Chantaylor says GM and coaches stay stuff, but when money and or draft compensation talk, their ears perk up. So it's always a possibility of a big name trade. And to get somebody to pry a really good need for the Eagles off another team that's taking a lot of their cap right now. You know what I mean? So that could be something else too. How he signed a few guys to future deals at linebacker at the end of the year. There was a guy from 49ers and running back also. Maybe some of those pan out. Yeah, I forgot. There's 2 linebackers that they signed the future deals. A lot like flashy type linebackers. I did videos on them. I forgot their damn names, but yeah, they signed 2 other guys for future deals. They haven't been consistent. They've shown a lot of flash, really not put in the right position, not put in the right scheme, maybe. So they definitely see something there. Nate says Rich Eisen said the buzz at the combine was Jerry is done with Dak choking. He's going to let it play out, and if he doesn't do it, curtains. See here. Ryan says no need to trade away first round pick for Surtain. Reddick will be back. Howie is working on something that could be doable. 3 years, $63 million with 27 guarantee, and the pass rush is intact. Linebackers up next. They don't even go after a safety right now. Interesting, my friend. But he's not getting Trey Lance by Quinton Mitchell. Do take care how good he did with this small assessment. Filthy Phil. Where are these? I know the Patrick Surtain thing is coming from Fowler from NFL. But that's the only news I've seen so far. Go on, Arthur. Brian says, who is running back 2? Do we draft one or is it Gainwell? They could draft. I think they will draft one on the 3rd day. All right, so we have some news. Let's see. Jordan Whitehead on a 2-year deal with $9 million. He goes. He stays in Tampa. Stays in Tampa. They say, where's everybody seeing the Surtain stuff? I don't see nothing linked to the Eagles. I seen one report circling. See, Nate says Field would be a perfect backup if he's cheap. Yeah. See. Harrison says think we'll trade on or draft a linebacker. Big possibility, sure. Cunningham coming back would mean they have to like make a big move in front of that. Like the move they make in front of if they add Nakobe Dean, they have they have Zach Bond now and make a bigger move for a high caliber linebacker, for trade if that's the direction they kind of want to go. Jeremy Reeves re-signed, so me and Curl probably asking too high. Slick said, do they not want to bring back Suo Peta? I mean, I hope so because he plays both guard spots really well. I'm interested to see if he signs anywhere, which he hasn't yet. Yeah, Julian Aquara, that's his name. That's one of the safeties. I think he played for Detroit and had like a good amount of sacks. And Nick loves him some game. Well, that didn't save Pascal though. Let's see. Doretto Ren says, Hogan, any word on a Smitty extension? I saw Elliot got us today. Yeah, the Smitty extension, I mean, it could happen. They could pick up his 5th-year option, just hold off with it till like later in the year. We'll see how it goes, I said Huff almost killed Hurts when Driscoll was in there versus Jets. Driscoll is a liability if Lane goes down. Well, Driscoll's a free agent. That's the whole thing. There's no Driscoll. So you have guard and center help. You don't have any really much tackle help right now, depth wise. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know where that's going to go. What happened? Why are both of these not coming in? Oh, we're good. We're good. See here. How much do you think Smitty is looking for? A little more than AJ. It's going to be between 21 to 24, probably 22 to 25. I mean, it's going to be no less than 24 million, 25 to 24. So it'll be that, maybe a little bit less than that. We'll see. I love it. Every time someone mentions CJ, what a relief. I know, dude. It's crazy. And he went on Twitter and apologized to the Eagle fans and everything. That man was like on a mission to like get shit done. Like, no joke. He was on a fucking mission, dude. Notable linebackers left. Jerome, the Miami Dolphins linebacker, he's available right now. I don't even know who else is available. Khalil Mack. We'll see. I said, would you rather have Curl or Simmons? Curl because he's young, and you know, has a lot of high upside. Simmons can come in right now at an all-pro level and do well in Vic Fangio's scheme for a couple of years. So because your Super Bowl window is open right now, a lot is open right now. I think you really got to go Justin Simmons, to be honest. Devin White has not signed yet. Still nothing on Devin White. Nothing at all. So, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was on his Instagram. He posted a picture himself, I guess, with his Eagles uniform on, and it says, "Blood, sweat, tears. Now let's finish the job." Whew, boy. Ray says, Ravens released Tyrus Bowser, potential 1-year cheap deal for edge depth. So, yeah, so he came off of an injury, right? Is that why they let him go? I know they saved like $4 or $5 million cap space. Devin White still unsigned. Could be Price. It could be, well, he didn't start all year. He got beat out of his job. Let's see. Nate says there's still a lot of obviously inside linebackers left. Yeah, Jake Elliott's got a big extension. Tied for the highest paid is Justin Tucker. Advocates that the Eagles have 41 million cap space. Could Howie just stop and reserve that just for the trade deadline next year when contracts go up? Yeah, well, it depends what else they do this year too. You know, depends what they do this year. That's going to be the question. Oh, yeah, Wagner played at a high level, but just too old, sure. Hasman Shirt said, what the heck, stepped away for work and was hoping to come back for some news. Yeah, Jake Elliott got signed. That was pretty much about it today. Well, the audio is probably because I've been going back and forth outside the mic. That's probably a while. Let me know if that sounds pretty good. It should be all right now. Bro, this is drafted corner and Trotter. Cooper and Trotter. We set a linebacker. Bo says we have nowhere near 41. That's only any contracts. That's before even Huff. I was going to say, it says Baker from Miami would be an upgrade. The Massacre, let me guess, you want Trotter because of his dad? Well, not me. I know you're not speaking to me. So do you think that a rookie linebacker like Trotter would contribute? I don't know if he will, but I feel like you got to like sacrifice and make a trade for somebody that's trying to get somebody off the roster. I think that's what they should do, to be honest. And then if you want to add Trotter to the mix, I'm fine with that. So I'd be fine with that. No issue with that at all. What interior linebackers do we have on roster right now? I mean, you have those two guys that we've had for tryouts. I mean, that's what you have right now. But I mean, there's nothing promising about it, though. That's the big problem. But Cunningham is out there. Thanks to CD and Jefferson, both 5th years this year. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, we got 769 in the chat right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the stream as well as much as possible. We're probably just going to go for a few more minutes, guys. I mean, to stay on for another, nothing really crazy is going on. Maybe we'll do a stream tonight. If something breaks, maybe we'll stream it tonight. If Simmons signs, maybe we'll do a stream, a video, maybe. We'll see. We'll get some things going tonight, most likely. It's been quiet, but not quiet, but they've done things today. So Jake Elliott gets that extension, which is great. We haven't heard any much more news on Justin Simmons. Like I said, it's still early in the day. It's not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon yet, Eastern wise. So there is a lot going on right now. A lot going on. Let's see here. Someone said, I feel like it's just Simmons, Devin White to the Eagles kind of day. Over to you, Mr. Howie Roseman. Sorry, again. Jordan Whitehead to the Bucks. See here. Why does no one seem to like Devin Whitehead? Well, he didn't start a lot most of the year. He got beat out. He got beat out of his job. That's why everyone's so up and down on him, because he hasn't been a pure. He didn't start at all. He was unfortunate. It's unfortunate. See how much interest they actually get. We'll see how that happens. See here. What kind of defense we running for the season? It's a 3-4 defense. So that's why things change drastically with this roster, because of the defense you're running. Let's see. Ari put out a tweet saying the Dallas Cowboys are now the only NFL team that has yet to sign a single player from another team in free agency. Oh man, that's embarrassing, dude. That's embarrassing for your fan base. That's really embarrassing. Their window's closing, man. I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah, Rakestraw, Ennis Rakestraw from Missouri is great. I mean, he's probably gonna be a second rounder. Love him. Sheds blocks. Yeah, he's got that Chauncey. He's got that swagger attitude. He's definitely got it, no doubt. So I'd rather have Edgar and Cooper. Moose says, I still want Rakestraw second round. That could happen. Could be an opportunity right there. Go pick him up and get him. But yeah, so we're gonna have, hopefully by later today, Justin Simmons. We'll hear about Josh Sweat trade, HaasonReddick extension. There's still, are they trying to trade for a linebacker? Are they trying to trade for somebody for secondary help? Is it a cornerback? I don't know. It could be almost anybody at this point. We're not done yet. And we'll see what goes on, man. There's still a lot going on right now. Still a lot. So there'll be a lot to deal with. Right now. So we'll see how that goes. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the day. I would stay on a few hours. I'm actually shot. I'm shot. Do not record that and post it on Twitter. Do not do it, because I know someone's gonna do that shit. Someone's gonna do that shit. But I need to lay down for a little bit. I am tired today. Didn't sleep well at all last night. So I'll be back. Maybe we'll do a show tonight if something happens. We'll kind of talk about it tonight. But we'll have another stream tomorrow regardless. But we should have videos out, membership videos. Make sure to check out the membership videos as well, or at least check out becoming a member for some of the extra content, all that great stuff. And yeah, I'll probably watch some Dallas Cowboy content creator content before I go to bed. See if people are crying. See if the more tears are coming down with some of these guys. So really pumped for what's to come later today. Justin Simmons, I hope so, because I'm hearing 2 safeties, not just 1. I'm hearing 2, and they'll go get your second guy, and that's what you're gonna do. So make sure you hit the like button for this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for Eagles news. And I will see you on the next one. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I won't. Maybe. Let's see what happens. And I will see you guys. I'm tired as hell. All right. You guys have a great day. Thanks for dealing with me today, this morning. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Shakes, what up? Follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.